for life.
Good morning. It's Thursday, December 10th. The Anti-Hero Broadcast is the broadcast for news, entertainment, for veterans, first responders, and all blue-collar Americans. This show is, of course, brought to you by Human Performance. Go to hp-trt.com. Use promo code HERO. Save 20% off your entire month and every month after that for testosterone, GLP-2s, peptides, whatever you need, they got it. Go to humanperformance.com. Use promo code anti-hero. Use promo code HERO and save 20% every single month. And GhostBed, go to ghostbed.com/anti-hero. Save 10% on their already ridiculously low prices. They got everything from pillows, mattress toppers, cooling, patented technology, sheets, and of course, the mattresses. 60,000 5-star rating and reviews. They do everything in-house. Shipping is free, returns are free, and everything's handcrafted here in America and Canada. So go to ghostbed.com/anti-hero. Save 10% on any bedding that you need in your house. Use that link and it'll tell them that we sent you. And Jimmy's got a read.
I do have a read. So I'm going to go ahead and read Elevated Silence. Go to elevatedsilence.com. Use promo code antihero15 for 50% off your cans. They got cans from everything from 300 Norma to 22 short, all coated with a secret sauce that allows for no carbon buildup on the inside of each suppressor. The exception being the 22, because as we all know, if you've ever watched the show, you know the 22s are inherently dirty. And God, if you've ever fired one, you know what that. All mounting options available to suit your desires. Very little blowback on the Dura HD 556 while still maintaining ultimate noise reduction. They also have a new 30 cal line coming out, probably out by now, in the next couple of months. And that's 3D printed titanium. We just want to make the world a quieter place, and God bless them for it. How's that?
Excellent.
Yep.
I'm a little worried about Lewis today.
Why?
Lewis is off his game.
Off
his game early.
Lewis,
I'm just getting warmed up.
Okay.
You got girl problems?
I don't know. Maybe his French toast was a little soggy. If Lewis gets beat up today, today's the day. Lewis was launching the intro before we're ready. He's flipping the cameras around. But don't forget to join our Patreon. We're going live in there frequently. Very soon on Fridays, we'll have an exclusive live-only Patreon show. And check out the antiherobroadcast.com. There's still time to order some merch for Christmas. Check out our store, shirts, hats, stickers. Allegedly, we got some cool things in there. And we got our guest.
Everybody knows our guest by now.
What is it? Mud Babies?
Mud Babies.
Yeah. Mud Babies Jay.
Something
Jay
you
the
take
plug.
out of content, you got to realize it has nothing to do with race.
No. I think we're allowed to. The race is getting pretty wide open at this point.
We're
Tyler's pushing it to the limit.
Yeah, we're going right to the edge.
Yeah.
It's fun. I mean,
It's fun.
It's not. It's first off, it's all jokes, right? Comedy is edgy. That's the best comedy. Comedics will tell you that, and I mean, it's nothing that everybody doesn't make fun. I mean, we make jokes about everybody, and it's funny because, I mean, people make white people jokes all the time too.
It's fun. I was in the gas before I left town. I went to the gas station to get my Gatorade, and the guy at the counter does this to me. He goes, "Does pepper spray work?" He's like, "Bro, what that dude said about the giant people with pepper spray." He actually did that to me. He's like, I was like, "I think it works."
There was actually Asian people in the comments saying,
Yeah.
"I've been pepper sprayed. It works."
Yeah.
What else? We want to start with reflections.
Yeah.
I think we just were.
Well, a lot of people in the comments were not pleased at our pretty generalized take on. And
Yeah, that was rough.
I mean, I got.
unless I was missing something.
No, I don't know why, because I have all of the news articles to back it up.
Yeah.
Everything that I said, it's like, hey, if you want to get mad at the messenger, it seems like it's just a bunch of shills for freaking UK.
As their argument went on, it sounded like we were exactly right.
Yeah,
Like, we can't do this, we can't do that, but we can do this, but we can't do that.
So
it was like
Were they English people? Were they people from the UK?
I don't know what. in the
one
hell
guy
that-
definitely was. That was the one.
So I mean, so first of all, I said, hey, the flag for the UK is 3 flags. It's a conglomeration of 3 flags. The St. George Cross is the flag of England. The other 2 are the let's see, it's the St. Andrew's Cross of Scotland. That's the blue field with the their little cross thing, and then the St. Patrick's Cross of Ireland, and all three of them together make the flag of the United Kingdoms. That's why it's the United Kingdom. People are like, no, that's not right. I'm like, yes, the fuck it is, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
quick Google search.
Somebody said, LO, absolutely over the top fake news. Jury trials have gone for things where they're just pointless and a waste of money.
Okay.
I don't know what that's justifying getting rid of jury trials.
So here's the thing. I got the news article for it. If you want to pull it up, Lewis, it's in bold so you can find it, where it says UK jury trial.
Oh boy.
He's like, you can have an opinion, criticize the government, and post about it online. Something you're fast on. I don't know if this is on us. Something you're fast on your way not being able to do. And it's Union flag, not Jack. So he sounds like he's English.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I said, yeah, it's look, we're from America. It's the Union Jack. Okay, that's what we've called it because we dumped the tea in the
Is it
harbor.
like a
and we
soccer?
shot your
Is
fucking
it like
army.
a soccer football thing?
I have no idea. Don't care. I'm from America, and it's the Union Jack. That's what we call it. And if you guys don't call it that, you can suck my left testicle.
I said, wait, I'm confused. We have to have passports or we can't speak our mind. Let's bring it back, bro, and slow it down. He said, not that much in it. You are fast becoming not able to speak your minds about a certain group of people. You're being fed mostly nonsense about the UK.
So isn't that right? What we're saying? Like,
Yeah.
You don't have any freedom.
You said, so you can't speak about certain group of people, but free speech is alive and well?
Like,
Yeah, but you heard what Trump just did yesterday, right?
What?
You heard what Trump did yesterday.
Mhm.
He just took them off the table as a world power, the whole European thing, everything, because I don't know if he did the whole report, but he said, listen, dude, he says, England is nothing no more. I mean, look what the clown shit they're doing. As a criminal, and they're saying that no jury trials for
So-
people under 3 years.
Yeah, that was the first question I wanted to ask you. Like, hey, we're only getting rid of jury trials for the small stuff.
Yeah. What's the small
Well,
stuff? In my case, the small stuff.
And then, but what isn't that a slippery slope, Jay? I mean, how long before a prosecutor?
No, it is. It's so the thing that you have to understand is anything that goes with what they do is they take one thing. Is it acceptable?
Mhm.
So then they're like, well, they already approved it. Everybody's got used to it. Then we'll go to 5 years and then we go on up. Before you know it, the government just says, okay, they pick and choose. They don't have to listen to the people no more. And the government gets to do everything. I mean, Mike was in law enforcement. He understands that if you gave cops full power, what would they do? Would it get to their head or what? I mean, think about it.
Yeah, what you're saying, what they're essentially saying is under it's like the IA process at the sheriff's office. Certain offenses you commit, they go, well, you can't appeal it. And if you do, it's to 3 people that work here that are in command staff. So it's like, oh, okay, 3 people in the command staff are going to go against the sheriff. Absolutely not. So this is like the same thing. You're saying the government charged you with a crime, and now the government listens to you try to defend yourself from the crime that they charged you with no outside input, but a judge who is already part of their system. So you basically, the way I read that headline, if you commit something under 3 years, you're going to jail for 2 years.
So
I mean, definitely.
Yes, there's no leeway.
You have no voice, no
So
nothing.
wait, just so we got it clear, a professional. Can I call it professional
Dude,
criminal?
I'm a professional criminal.
Okay.
I've been one my whole fucking
All right.
life. This
A
is not no
professional criminal
secret.
and a professional cop.
I don't know about
I
the professional
don't,
cop.
I don't know how professional.
Okay, well, you get paid to carry a gun.
It was
with
his
that.
profession.
It was.
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
It was his
profession.
profession.
Yeah. Are both in agreement that this is a bad idea and this is not something you would want in your country? Yes or no?
No, you don't want
No.
that in your country.
So take this back another step. So this whole tracking thing. So I just got into a big debate with somebody about their kids.
Mhm.
Why do you think they're making this normal about doing this whole tracking? And Snapchat started it where you can put locations on. Like, I'm against it totally. So when my daughter, once I got the phone put in my name from her mother, I said, we're not doing the tracking thing no more. We're not doing it. I don't want my child to everybody watching her and she can't be an adult on her own and know that decisions that she makes needs to be solely on her and not like, well, what is everybody watching me do?
And to take it a step further, you can slide that little bar off on your phone that says location services off. They can still find you. They can, the company, the government will still find you. That is all for show. And that's what I think what you're getting at is
Yes.
it's beginning to build a database.
What's a muzzy?
A Muslim.
Oh,
So-
the
it's a
muzzies are getting-
derogatory term for a Muslim.
So
I didn't know. So I
So let's even take it further. So we are doing everything that Europe is doing. Okay. So if you want to say we're not, I went to federal prison for 8 years and I was home on home confinement for 3.5. So I just started being able to travel. You go to the airports. You know how freaky it is to go up there and you have to put your ID and they take a picture of you every time. Why do you think they're doing that?
Yeah, they're tracking where you're going. They're
No.
updating what you look like.
You're doing your facial stuff, so now they can facial track you
We're
everywhere.
seeing if they have a warrant.
It's even going to the cruise ships. Like I'm
Disney's
getting on
the
a
same way.
cruise. I'm getting on the cruise, and it says, "Do you want to enter in our barometrics database so we can easily?" All they're guising it that we're doing it for your ease. All
Yeah,
they're
you
doing,
don't have to ID.
They know
yourself.
they know where everybody's
So
going.
they're doing
they're pushing that
facial
clear at the
recognition.
airport,
So
too.
yeah, no, they're pushed it in the airport. So if you want to fly, you have to do it. Okay. So there's no like I can go. No, I want to opt out of this. Why is there no opt out of it? So they're trying to say that we're not going to go down the road of China, but we are going down the road of China because we're already getting facial recognition every time you fly.
We're just doing it in party mode. We're letting everybody shoot everybody and letting everybody act fucking crazy, but they're still gathering the data. China just does it we're doing it because we said so.
Yeah, no, exactly.
They're doing it like, here's your Snapchat, here's your, every time you take a selfie, here's your daughter's Snapchat, all that stuff's being collected.
So Jimmy, you replied to this guy, this Brit. If no one cares, why are they going after the Union Jack? And he said, who is they? And no one is. Their tones of them tied to streetlights. There's tones
That he was a little, I don't know if he's
tied to streetlights flying from people's homes and government buildings right now.
Okay. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh, what's up, Mitt? Okay, I got the freaking NBC News. Not exactly a shill for right wing. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and bring that one up, Lewis.
If they're covering it, must be pretty bad.
Yeah. So that one is going to be UK far right flags. That's what it's marked. All right. And I'm going to read you a direct quote from the article, you scum-sucking piece of shit. This is what it is. When a St. George cross was painted on the wall of a St. John's Baptist church in the town of Lincoln, the vicar, Rachel Hoskins, saw it as a clear attempt to intimidate the diverse local community. The St. George cross has become a symbol of nationalism, which has been confused with patriotism. The two are very different. What the fuck does that sound like to you?
Sounds like exactly what we were talking about.
It sounds exactly like what we were talking about. We've got people over here. I mean, that's just one quote. That one's just my favorite. Huh?
No, I'm talking Lewis.
Okay. That was just my favorite of people are like, oh, we can't fly that flag. Your flag of St. George is going to intimidate the diverse local community.
Okay, so let's just take that. So somebody in the comments just said that my kids and my husband, all our locations will be
That's
on.
my wife.
That's your wife?
Yeah.
So your wife is saying this and she says you can opt out. There's no opting out.
I'd never assumed you could opt out of being tracked by the
No,
government.
you can't because Mike just said
No,
it.
you
And the thing is like, here we go. Like, we're going to ask your wife.
You know,
Since your wife.
look, you know, the big long thing in there, the thousands of words we don't read.
And you hit
agreements. You know, most of us rent this phone from the company. We get it and we pay monthly payments.
Yeah.
They own it. They can track their own device.
It's kind of like how, yeah.
They can track
Oh,
just like a car. You lease a car. There's a
Yeah.
tracker. There's 2 or 3 trackers on
Okay,
every car.
So
Yeah.
You can't turn them off.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know anything about the phone.
Yes, it's a phone owned by it's owned by Apple until you pay off, or AT&T or whatever.
Yeah, but hold on. So we're getting used to tracking each other. And now the government's sitting there laughing, going, once we get them used and addicted to tracking each other and happen to be able to look where they're at and they don't know where they're at. It's like parents are tracking kids that are 18 years old. And I'm like, what are you doing? You're assuming your day, wondering what your kids are doing, where they're at. Like let's let them have their privacy and do what they want to do in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this phone, I swear to you, as soon as I get in my car and I turn my vehicle on, it tracks, and I have all my stuff off. I opt out of everything as I possibly can. And it'll say home patterns throughout the day. So like when I'm getting it like 4 o'clock, they know I'm getting my truck and most likely going home. And it'll say the best route is 66 Ave and you'll be there in 30 minutes. And I'm like, what?
You're like, this
Happens
is
every
super
time.
convenient.
Every time I get in the car.
Does it not
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that?
every time?
So then to take it even a step even further, so we can sit here right now and I opt out all this stuff and say, hey, you could pick something that we never talk about. And next, we're going to get ads popping up nonstop of everything that we didn't talk about. And it's like, well, I didn't ask for that.
It's convenient.
No, it's very convenient.
I'm going to use this route. Thank you. But
Yeah, and that's what like you wanted to talk about, the geofencing system was for Google to know where you're at. They know what aisle you're in at the store.
Yes.
They know what you're looking at when you're standing in the store. They go, he's on aisle 9 of Publix, looking at diapers and this brand. So we're going to push him an ad for diapers.
Oh, is that how they get the ads?
That's exactly it. They know exactly where you are at all times. It's called geofencing. We used it for search warrants and to track criminals. They've pulled back now. Google has stopped cooperating with the government more, but that's what it was designed for. Was they know where you are and what you're looking at in the grocery store, and they go, let's push them over here to this aisle. There's something on sale. We want to see it, and they're constantly updating that stuff.
Well, would you argue that for safety for your kids or for your loved ones, no matter if they're adult or not, would you argue that locations on is good? Or do you really want to live in like 1999 where
you grew up without it and you're fine? Your parents grew up without it. Their parents grew up fine. The thing is about it is the government is slowly putting this onto us to where we get so accustomed to doing it that when they implement it on us, we're just gonna be like, oh, we do it anyways. So it's a bigger shock when they just say China says this is what we're doing. They put it on us slowly. And before we know it, it's just like federal prison. So they would do like small things. So then when they implement it, we've been already doing it. We don't have that big of a pushback. But if they came in and just said, this is what we're doing, everybody would be like, we're laying down. Like we're refusing everything.
It's easier to just do what you've already been doing rather than resist.
They're taking our rights away slowly but surely, and we're allowing it to happen. And then they're sleepwalking us. They're literally walking us to the grave of everything that what it is. And we're watching it go down in other countries. But what they do is they give us a little bit of the social media. They give us a little bit of life. They fanboos us over here. It's like the media. If you ever notice, I follow some of these people say every time that there's some type of a crisis, pay attention to what Congress laws they're passing. So they create these crises and have the news push the narrative.
And look at how fast they can get that stuff written.
Yes. And no, it's already written.
That's what
they're
I'm saying.
just waiting in. So it's just so funny at 12 o'clock at night when everybody's not paying attention because they're too busy watching some shooting on TV or something, they're passing laws.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is like, I came out and I'm freaked out about the whole facial recognition. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? And they're like, you have to do it to fly. I'm like, this is crazy.
The other thing is, Google owns like 200 companies. So like I would have people go, we're writing a geofence for them. Well, I don't use Google. I have an iPhone. I'm like, cool. Do you have YouTube? Oh yeah. Who owns YouTube? You're logged in your YouTube, it's tracking your phone. You're logged into your Gmail account, it's tracking your phone. You may have all Google stuff turned off, have not an Android like Jimmy, but have an iPhone. But like PayPal, there's other apps that own and they track.
Well, that's why you have it in Android, right?
But every time you open one of those apps, what does it say? Can I use your location for this minute? Like
what if you say no?
You can say no.
It doesn't matter. So they're getting, because they get busted all the time. Then they just get busted for doing this and lying to us.
Yeah, they get hacked all the time. And it's like, oh, there was a big leak of metadata from this company or that company. Your bank does it, for Christ's sake.
No, they do. But you got to think of it this way. So they're worried about TikTok, right? Oh, we're worried about TikTok giving all our information to China. Facebook and all these other companies are selling our data to everybody around the world. They're doing it on a way bigger scale. But the problem of it is they're lobbying Congress and they're Americans, so they're allowing them to do it. And they don't want another country profiting on it.
And then how about, this is kind of breaking now, but how about all the issues they're having with the license plate readers? They found that these license plate reader companies, their data is not being, it's being breached. And that the companies are able to track your location, your car, very easily. So Flock is the main one that's getting cut by most agencies because their security is so bad that people are able to get into the system and actually track their girlfriend, track anybody they want. And there's other companies that do it. Axon, there's Rekor, there's Motorola still does all that stuff. I mean, Flock is being compromised.
So let me ask you a question because I've never asked this before. Your body cam, the Axon body cam, does it give a geolocation?
Yes, absolutely.
So
your taser does, your body cam does, everything does, your car.
Yeah, so don't link it to a satellite. That's why.
All interactions with
Axon has created such a monopoly. They have server. You have a server and a hotspot in your car. Your car is a driving hotspot. Your car turns other people's cameras on if your lights are on. Your taser turns other people's cameras on. As soon as you get in the car now, it instantly goes right up to it's gone. It's there. It knows everything about every device. And what we talked about before, and I don't care what cops think, that body cam is recording you If it's on, it's recording 24/7, even when you're not
Hold on,
doing anything.
Let's take this even further.
Yeah.
So why do you think all TVs went smartphone? Why do they have cameras? Why does a TV have a camera that you never use?
I think there was a story that the
I'm going to tell you
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
I was in a Fed case. So when you're in a Fed, you get to see all the big stuff. When I was in, I read a case where this dope guy, a big case, they could never infiltrate him. He ended up getting a new TV. They turned the camera on and the mic on, was listening. They can see wherever the TV station, they would see what they could see in it. But the mics, just like in a phone, it's notorious to leave your phone. That's why I always say leave your phone outside, even big corporations, because CIA and other people tap phones to listen what's going on.
Can I talk about that? I mean, unless you're doing an AAR.
Well, we have soft like our bugs. Back in the day, we carried garage door openers and beepers. You jailbreak an iPhone, you put a program in it, and you can power the iPhone off. It's not off, and this is still recording. So that's why drug dealers now leave your phone. Don't come inside with any electronic device.
Well, what's the difference between law enforcement being able to do it, and then I watched the Sean Ryan show. He had that seal that transitioned to a woman, but then transitioned back, but that seal just happened at the time. The clip I saw was like, you can shut your phone completely down and we can still hear you. Now, I don't know if that's CIA technology.
It is, but it's not even just a CIA.
Software.
It's just a software, because when you're in the Feds and you read a lot of people's paperwork, and they're like, no, it's bullshit. And they're like, no, here you go, read the paperwork. And when I tell you the shit that they're doing, it will blow your mind, to the point where they're putting smart TVs in everybody's house just so they can sell the data. So it's not even for the criminal part. It's so they can get all the data and sell it, because everything is all about selling data. That's all it's about now. So why is Samsung putting mics in a TV?
It's absolutely the second you look at a car ad, or you look at a drill, or you whatever. We did it the other day.
Yeah.
We talked about something like the walling, or like the walls. And next thing you know, we're both looking at our phone, and it's like
All
next
the
ad is fucking Home Depot with all the available wall. And I'm like, we didn't type nothing in. We didn't Google search anything. We talked about it.
yeah, like y'all's ads will say Home Depot wall decor by the time by the time you leave here.
They're deep into Babylon.
They're checking. They're turning off their phones.
Control Alt Delete.
So they tag readers. My whole thing about a tag reader is I get why they're there, and I get that they have a lot of great purpose, but how is that not going against our how should I say it, like our freedoms?
A government owns a tag.
We don't know.
Government owns a tag, and they can scan your tag. I can run every tag on
I
Earth.
sent him a post the other day. Listen to this crazy thing. So I sent him a post, and it says, when your rights are being infringed on, I want to make sure I get the wording right. It's actually pretty interesting how this thing says a hunting license is what you get when the government takes your rights away. And I'm thinking, like, what do you mean? So when you get a hunting license, it means your rights have been taken away. And I'm like, where's this going? It says, then sells them back to you as a privilege.
The basic thing Americans did was hunt food.
I was like, are you serious? I'm like, dude, I sent it to Mike. Mike was like, amen. And I'm like, that hits so hard, because it goes to show you it's one of our rights. It's something that
to eat.
We're allowed to do, and everything else.
This isn't the king's land and the king's deer that we have to hunt.
So
why do we need a right to even fish? So we had to pay for rights to fish.
That was the first time Mike got jammed up.
I got my only arrest in my life.
I can't believe you got arrested.
I got a notice to appear in Louisiana when I was in the Army for a fish that was like an inch too short. I don't even eat it. I was just prepping for a fishing tournament. So I was trying to put my best 5 fish together, and they wrote me an NTA, went and paid the fine. And when I went to get hired at Vere Police Department, I was like, ever been arrested? No. And they're like, what's this, buddy? You had an illegal fish. And I'm like, I didn't go to jail. They wrote me a fucking paper, and I paid a fine. So it was considered a misdemeanor arrest. So I'm a criminal, just like you.
Hey, you don't need a jury trial for that. Just 3 years.
Yeah. I took my dad to jail. My dad was with me. They took my dad to jail.
What?
Yeah, because I was local and I was in Louisiana. He was visiting from Florida.
For
they
a
took him,
fish that was an
they
inch too
took
big.
him there and made him pay the fine at the spot.
These are the king's fish.
That was Vernon Parish Wildlife, whatever the fuck they are.
I mean, you see the whole thing going on, this property tax thing here in Florida, and it's starting to create this debate about how we work our whole life to pay this house off to never own it.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week.
Last week.
The 50-year mortgages that are just now you pay like $1 million for a $300,000 home.
Because I should stop watching Sean Ryan. I don't even watch. I watch clips, but Tucker Carlson was against the 50-year. He's like, people will never truly own a home, and then
we don't truly own it anyways.
Well, that's a good point. That's what Sean Ryan was saying. Is at least now people can at least quote unquote get a mortgage because they wouldn't have been able to with a 30
Yeah, but
year.
they've already done the math. Look what they have. So between the 30 and a 50, it only drops like $100 a month. I
But
mean,
you pay like $300,000 more.
yeah, you
interest.
pay $300,000 more, but it drops like $150. They already did the breakdown on a bunch of people did
That's
it.
a
And it's
scam
like,
anyway.
come on,
Who
it's a
runs
scam.
Who runs the banks?
CC, where's CC at?
Yeah, who runs the banks?
We don't
CC?
know. We
How
don't know
can
who
you
owns
buy,
it.
imagine it's the American dream to own a home, and we're going to sell you the home for $300,000. Man, Jason, congratulations, man. You're going to pay us back 7, and you're going to struggle to make that payment, but we're going to make 1.5 times your money to own your American dream. And just about the time you're ready to die, you'll own it. Then you can leave it to your kids.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that is that great or what? I mean, that sounds like an American dream, doesn't it?
It's a fucking scam.
It is a scam.
It is a scam.
It is, and the fact that you can't loan shark and it's illegal, but a bank can loan shark
And-
you for your house and it's
Hold on, you
government
see
approved.
the whole thing where
It's
Trump's
the
winning in
Israelis.
the. You see where Trump's winning in the Supreme Court about being able to fire the Fed
Yeah, I
chairman.
did. We talked about that last
So
week.
do you realize that now that's showing that that bank is not? It's going to like open up the whole door of why that bank is allowed to control the other banks and print money when the other banks can't.
Yes.
Because now it's showing that it's not independent or whatever it is. I
We
was
got
reading a whole article on it.
We got to do super chats. Sorry for not reading them because they're kind of out of context now. We'll do better at that. But they took their CC says they took their pews in 30 years now. They'll get smoked for liking a post. Also,
Yeah.
we won the war and the flag is called whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
He said only way not to get tracked is Faraday bags. The fuck does that mean?
You put your phone in a bag.
Oh yeah.
it has
That,
like
we think that works?
I don't think
Put
so.
it in a bag. They can listen to you while your phone's turned off, but a bag will stop it.
It's supposed to stop all signal from going through it. We do that when we take them in a search warrant. There's a special room that's sealed, and you have to like put it in that sealed room.
That's like telling me. I mean, I know I'm going to piss off a lot of people, but that's like telling me that Signal is secure,
It's more secure.
more secure than Snapchat.
No,
yeah.
that's what I just told you. Think about it. In order to even
I
remotely
only use Signal, brother.
In order to remotely stop the signal, you have to put it in a bag in a room that's like a fucking
So,
bomb shed,
cube.
a bomb shed. Then maybe it won't be able to
So,
receive
the only
signal.
the only thing Signal is helping you with is keeping it's hard to hack, it's hard to get into, and it doesn't have a backdoor unless you're the fucking
Signal
feds.
is for people who want that message to delete very quickly.
Yeah.
And they want to tell you, oh, like,
Yeah,
look, it's
it's-
set to that. I can't do
it's-
nothing about
It's
it.
it's very encrypted.
Well, it was told me that Signal deletes, but they can be found. If
Everything
absolute-
can be
That's what I'm
found.
saying. The Patriot Act pretty much says that anything can
Well, I
be found.
know for a fact that like Kick and like Text Me, those Canadian companies, they won't cooperate.
Yeah.
Like we get swatted calls, and I've had tips with those numbers, and they will not cooperate. If it's out of Canada, they don't cooperate.
Yeah, because who owns it? Probably.
Yeah, well,
I mean, come
the
on.
Canadians are, they're becoming less and less. I mean, the individual
well, here-
Canadians are.
let's-
Are you talking about who
let's
owns
get
it?
back. Let's get back on the thing about this. So, the people that have the back doors to these channels and everything else is not our government; it's the CIA.
It's the
So
Is-
you have to
Israelis.
realize is that we can't question them. We don't get to see their books. We don't get to do nothing.
Well, yes,
It's just it's coming out about how. So I mean, the drug shipment boats getting blown up. So why do you think they're making that the press?
something else is going on.
Because the thing is what's the best way to sell? If we sell that we're going to war with Venezuela because the China deal, people are going to be against it. But if we can paint the picture that they're polluting the country with drugs, more people are acceptable to accept what's going on.
But here's the other thing, Jay, and you know this better than anybody. Who really started the drug trafficking trade in the United States?
CIA.
CIA.
Well, they're still running. So why do you
So
think there's so
they're
much
still
push?
running it.
Well, hold on. Why are they pushing back so hard? Why now is it pushing back so hard and they're going after Pete, even though that it shows he had nothing to do with it? They're still doing it, and they're still fighting this so hard because what did Trump do? He's stopping the money laundering scheme because the banks are the ones that are laundering all the money for the cartels through the CIA, and the CIA is the one that funds. How do you think they fund? So I'm pretty close. I'd say I'm close to Rick Ross and his boys, the original Freeway Rick Ross that worked for the CIA.
Oh.
So I get to talk.
She meant the rapper.
No, the original one. And
Every
then
day
I
I'm
know.
hustling
I was
in
thinking
the
he's from Florida.
So
Come on the show, Rick.
the real Rick Ross, he probably come on. I can get him on. Most likely, I can get him on
You're
here.
gonna get them on a bunch of white cop dudes
So
that push the envelope.
So the thing that it boils down to is I have another guy that worked for the CIA also running drugs. And the thing is they use people to do this to fund their proxy wars. I mean, it's a proven fact that they're doing it. And why not do it on their own thing? So then what it was a politicians just said, like, oh, who cares? Like, why are we blowing boats up that are going to Europe? We don't care about them. It's not about that. It's about the oil refinery thing in China being in Venezuela. That's what it boils down to.
That's exactly
You
right.
say war on drugs, and so some helicopter repelling onto a thing.
Well, so
All the Americans are
did
in.
we ever save that video?
Oh yeah,
We got it.
yeah. I sent the link to Lewis.
Yeah. So
I don't know if he's on his game. Let's see if he can get
going into the Venezuela talk. The Coast Guard. Are they calling it arrest?
There should be a
Because
video.
it's
No,
law enforcement?
it's piracy. So it's an anti-piracy operation.
Is this a U.S. law enforcement thing or is this a military thing?
So this
Or better.
is military provided the muscle,
But
the
law
Coast,
enforcement,
but Coast Guard was running the mission.
Pam Bonnie's behind it because they tagged this ship. If you see the new reports, they tagged the ship as a terrorist ship years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
It funds terrorists through the oil or whatever. So that's why they were able to.
They claimed it was
so
FBI
this-
and all that.
This maritime law, right? That's why you need the Coast Guard. And this goes all the way back to the Barbary pirates, from to the shores of Tripoli part of the Marine Corps,
Mhm.
And all the way up to 2020. We have every right under maritime law, if we suspect them to be involved in smuggling or piracy, to seize that oil, seize that ship, take it.
No.
It's ours.
It's in our area here. What do you want to call it? The Western Hemisphere. Anything that goes on in the Western Hemisphere, we get to police everything, no matter what. It's a law that we have. So you got to think about it. So we're shutting off Venezuela's president by shutting all his drug trade down. So the CIA's laundering money through it. The parties, conservative and Democrats, are doing it through that country. So what's the best way to do it? Shut down all the drugs coming out of there. We don't care about everywhere else. They're like, well, yeah, but all these other, but it doesn't matter. We're putting max pressure just on this country alone. So we're going to shut the drugs down. So what's the next biggest import of theirs, money wise, is oil. So let's shut all down. Let's surround their coast, keep all the oil tankers from coming in, going out, and we'll shut all the drugs down. So what do? We hurt the country. It's the CIA operation 101 to kill,
starve them.
to starve them to death. And that's what we're doing. I mean, you can say what you want to say. It's just that fact that now all of a sudden we're taking chips. It goes to the first thing. Drugs were the number one. Oil's number two. We're going to shut both of them down. We'll bring the country to their knees. And you heard what Trump said yesterday. We're coming after you in Colombia next.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's play that video.
Okay.
Does it have sound?
No, this is FLIR footage.
How
So,
nervous would you be?
I mean,
If Navy
Fast rope.
SEALs were fast roping onto your ship, or if you were the Navy SEAL?
No, I was a Navy SEAL because look how open they are. Or you think they had snipers everywhere?
oh
surveillance
man,
and-
they're those guys. By the time they're getting ready to do that,
I mean, look, they're open targets right now.
Well, they practice this a lot. This is an actual routine training.
no, I get that, but
yeah. Well,
I would
that's why
think
SEAL Team
when
6 exists.
Tanker sees like 3 or 4 Black Hawk, they're probably like, we probably shouldn't shoot one of these guys.
Yeah.
We're probably if it was a Somalian in a canoe with a motor on the back, maybe they might take a run at him. But I don't.
Point you start shooting, it's like, dude, we're on fucking 100 billion barrels
Yeah.
of crude. We're getting
Yeah, we could just sink this where it's to like one missile, and that thing's that'll be the biggest video
So-
Trump posts up. I do like how Trump talked about it though.
There it is.
Did
We're
you hear
potato.
him?
We're potato.
Oh, it happened again.
At the same time,
Yeah, as soon as we brought up the video and came back, we are literally how much time? We are 41 minutes in. So there it is.
doesn't make sense.
No, it's not the worst. It's not. It's been way worse.
Yeah. So
Anyway, so Trump did the old Shane Gillis. It's the biggest boat ever, the beautifulest boat we've ever seized. Like he did the whole fucking Trump thing and played it up. So, yeah, it's obviously we have no idea what's really going on. I mean, there's a master plan deep in there. We didn't all of a sudden decide that war on drugs was going to be the most important.
Again,
Yeah, all of a sudden.
always seems to be when we have a narrative to push or a motive behind it.
I mean, yeah,
we're
because
slowly
think about
coming
it.
back.
We're never gonna stop it. They have no intentions to stop it. And I don't know how, just like in prisons, no matter how hard they try to stop drugs and contraband coming in,
it's impossible.
it's impossible. And you're thinking like, how in the world it has 2 fences, surveillance, a patrol car, has everything going on, and we're still got everything we wanted. I had a cell phone behind the fence for like 4 years, and I've watched every drug you can possibly, to the point where they're actually melting the stuff down, doing something, put it in the paper, soak in the paper, re-extracting it, and turn it back into powder again.
All right, let's oh, do we have Dom on? I thought we had him on. I thought he was in the lobby.
No.
No, he didn't join at all.
Oh, maybe it's hard when he's 11:30. He sometimes thinks it's 12:30 Central.
Yeah, he's going to be announced last night. My new co-host on Hot Topic starting next week.
All right,
That should be
Hell yeah.
very interesting.
one of Mike's 5 shows he has.
Yeah,
You had good numbers last night.
yeah.
Is that a regular thing?
It's been. That's why I was upset. Jordan was leaving. It has grown to. We were about 40 or over 40 last night.
I think if you and Dom, because we're all new to this, like no matter what, a couple years, we're all new to this podcast. I think, Jay, you get it more than anybody. Nothing's personal when the cameras turn on. And Dom, actually, I lie. You and Dominic understand this. If you sit there and agree with each other and talk with each other the whole time, and there's not one point of disagreement, it's not entertainment. So
No.
I think if you and Dominic just
no, we disagree. We
go,
have,
but
we
like,
have.
but and not, I wouldn't even say, but I have to disagree with you there. I wouldn't keep it like ABC News. I would be like, fucking wrong, dude, because
Yeah, he doesn't get his feelings hurt. We've gone at it. I mean,
he tells us to.
yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
do not agree with me with everything. This is
Well, I mean, I don't agree with him. I don't have to try. I've told him. We just and that's where, like, I'm glad you brought that up before he comes on. The segue is some of the heat we got in that reel too,
dude. Okay, so what Dominic said was, I disagreed with him, and I
both
don't.
did.
He said, what are the chances of a guy running from you, shooting behind like this, and actually hitting you? So then I thought about it, because a lot of people were mad about that. There was 3 people talking in a clip. 2 people said, I disagree with you. But the whole law enforcement vagina group was mad that he had the balls to say that. And I said last night in a comment, I said, the reason why it's a topic is because although statistically extremely low, it is a possibility and it can't be ignored that somebody running turns and goes like that. We're talking about the cop voodoo that somehow.
Who did you're talking about?
We're talking about a case we were reviewing.
There's a kid in Jacksonville. There was a series of events that led to a 14-year-old kid running from a car that the cops thought had just done a drive-by shooting. And the kid is running and reaching, and he did have a gun on him, but he didn't pull it out, and the dude smoked him in the back.
I thought he didn't.
Oh, no,
he didn't have a gun.
Didn't have a gun.
He
The other
did not
one,
have
there was
a
a
gun.
second scenario where the guy did have a gun. He did not have a gun, but it was coming from a Kia that was reported to be involved in a drive-by homicide, and he's reaching in his waistband as he's running behind him, and the dude smokes him.
Whether you agree with that whole case, we were talking about the reason why is because if someone's running, they can go like this and
Or
shoot
just
behind.
turn.
And we talk about the cop voodoo where it's
they
like
do in the hood a lot, though.
the chances, we always joke, like, of course the cop gets shot in the toe and bleeds out, where they can shoot each other in the head and live somehow.
Well, it's just like a DUI person. They always win.
Here's what I confused it with, and we'll break this down tonight. San Diego just paid out the largest settlement in history of police settlements. They paid $30 million
To who?
to a black male with a gun on him.
He lived?
What happened? No, he died. They paid his family. There was the cops walking down the street. We'll break it down. So tune in tonight. So here's the gunshots. Kid breaks the corner. Cop says, "Get on the ground. Stop." The guy kind of runs around him, and the cop plugs him in the back and kills him. He had a gun on him. Cop didn't see it. He was actually being shot at, the kid, and he ran. And they ruled that the shooting was not justified and awarded the family $30 million. Quick too, like 6 months, $30 million. So it's like, it's almost identical to Jacksonville's, except the one in Jacksonville, the kid's jumping out of a car that was stolen and or used in a homicide. This one, all the cop, literally worst place the guy could be in. He's walking down the fucking sidewalk, the cop, and hears bah, 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 the fucking culture shooting at each other. And a black kid comes around the corner and he's like, "Dude, what are you doing?" Like, and he's like, "Stop!" And the dude just runs around him because he's getting shot at, and he shoots him. And they awarded him $30 million to the family.
Ooh,
and he was armed.
That doesn't sound like a good shoot though.
It's very similar to the Jacksonville, except you had no idea what had occurred around the corner.
Yeah.
But imagine being that cop that just heard a fucking gunfight around the corner, and a dude comes running around the corner.
Being involved.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, have you seen what's going on in New York? The guy they picked to do the communities patrol thing or whatever. He's a convicted felon. Like,
Donnie picked him.
yeah,
What happened?
Donnie picked like a community control guy that's a felon.
It's
What's
so,
the
not
community-
any fucking worse. I mean, just
Yeah,
go
he's
look
like
it up.
part of the New York PD, and like a
he-
guy to be like a liaison.
Yeah. So they like picked this dude that's like
Oh.
hates cops. I think he fought a cop or did something to a cop, and they put him into place. So my whole thing about this of being a criminal and seeing how it's never going to get good. I think this is just going to get worse and worse because you're hiring people now. Law enforcement's hiring people that shouldn't be in that position. They're scary, too scared, and criminals are getting too crazy. And you're starting to see, like people are like, I don't want to be shot. I don't want to be killed. I want to go home. And it's getting to a point where I get pulled over now. They're doing like so much more and making you feel a certain way. And it's just like, damn, dude. Now I can understand like get pulled over in a certain neighborhood. If you don't follow every exact little thing that they ask, you can pretty much almost
Don't go reach.
yeah.
You seen those videos? The best way to give the cops your wallet.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And they got the wallet in their hand. Yeah, it goes both ways. And that's where I think I get on these cops that are on TikTok and playing around, because imagine you're making those videos and a prosecutor or a defense attorney has that to reference and go, this guy didn't take his fucking job seriously. That's why I shot my client, because he's not fucking prepared. He's dancing around on fucking video. And that's part of my argument with that.
Did you see that? Kenny sent it to me, but the guy that shot his partner in Chicago was like a TikTok cop. Did you know that?
I didn't see that one.
No, he's all over. Somebody compiled all his dumbass videos
That's
where
what
he's
I'm saying.
dancing around.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's
And then the worst one was the one you saw, the one that I posted in Hempstead Police Department, right? Hemmett Police Department, the 6-7 video.
I don't think
Oh
so.
boy. Oh boy. Go ahead.
That was it.
It's bad.
Send it.
You want this one's bad.
Yeah, send that one.
This will be this is my reasoning for this is a good video to show everybody.
Yeah, but here, think about
this
this:
is-
uneducated people. They see these videos where these people get pulled over and they're filming and they're just talking cash shit to the police. I don't gotta do this. I don't gotta do that. Da 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 da. And they just happen to be in one of those states where the cops can't do anything. Because there's some states that cops can't even really do it. I heard like New Jersey or
Yeah, the entire
something.
Northeast.
Like they can pretty much say like, yeah, I'm not getting out of the car, and the cop has to just let them.
I'll tell you what. Here in Florida, technically you can, but now a supervisor is going to go. All right, so I pull you over. You roll up the window. I'm like, dude, get out of the car, and you're like, and you're not complying. I call my supervisor, because no cop nowadays is gonna fucking just without a supervisor. Supervisor's good. You got anything on him? Like, is it a real bad guy? No, it's just a fucking asshole. He's like, he's gonna go. Let him go. It's not because it's not worth the camera's phone footage of mail out of the fucking car and beat the shit out of them all, because even though you can doesn't mean you should.
You
I
should.
think you should.
You should.
But from that sergeant on up doesn't want the heat.
No, none of them think they should, but it starts to create the
I'd stop pulling people over for that reason, because all they had to do is say,
there's
I'm not
already
getting out of the
a
car.
whole
It's like, okay,
neighborhood.
what's the
There's
point?
already a whole neighborhood with no rules. Right?
Is that New York?
No, like every bad neighborhood has no rules.
Every what neighborhood?
Every bad neighborhood.
What?
So every bad neighborhood has no rules. It's kind of like a street.
any kind of hood, white hood, Mexican hood,
Yeah,
and
any
a black
hood.
hood.
There you go.
So people got to understand that it's the hood, it's the trailer park or the hood, whatever.
Yes.
The thing is we don't follow the rules. Okay. So why should you follow the rules? That's how I always looked at it. And I always just said, don't plan nothing on me and I'll be fine with whatever rules you
let's
break
put it there.
because I broke them.
Let's go to like some South Alabama fucking hillbilly redneck fucking
Trailer
bar
park.
fight trailer park where they're like, we don't listen to the cops.
Clint
They
is
get
funny
away
to
with
them.
that.
Clint
They
is
get,
listening to this punch in the air
they
right
get
now.
they get away with that, right? They leave that neighborhood and they go to a normal part of town. They get pulled over. They say, fuck you, I'm not cooperating because in my trailer park, we don't do
That
that.
cop's like,
And then he's like, what the
What
fuck?
would I
And then, so outside of that neighborhood, we have to break the fucking window and enforce that rule because they're going to keep coming out and it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. So it's kind of like the theory. You cannot tell me you don't get to say no on a lawful order. And that's where just because, and that's where I disagree with Dom. It's just a blinker. It's just a traffic stop. I don't give a fuck what the violation was. If I have you legally detained
so
and I tell you to listen,
Dom is an advocate of
he
not-
hates minor traffic violations and all that stuff.
Well, let me ask you this, Jimmy, as a non-cop in the room. You've never been a sworn cop.
Never.
What do you think about when, you comply, you get your ticket, you go to jail for whatever reason, not you, but like you're a person that's complying. So you're subject to now the investigation, whatever it may be, as opposed to the people that don't comply and they don't roll down their window. They just be let go, or the people that take off running from the police, the epidemic we always talk about, which is almost a joke. Just don't stop.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Is it just him? We're seeing people the sound. We're good. Okay, never mind. Keep going.
Yeah.
Is it me?
No, we're good.
No.
Oh.
So, dude, I mean, like I'm listening to Jay and I'm going like, yeah, he's fucking right. Why would I comply? Aside from the fact that I'm on a show with cops and, you know,
I'm going to.
yeah, I'm going to comply, guys. And, you know, here's like, I've had great interactions with some PDs and I've had fucking terrible interactions with Highway Patrol. Highway Patrol has always
I think we've
been-
all. Mike's had bad interactions with Highway Patrol recently.
It's and that's why I hate the fact that everything can be so different in different parts of the country. I got an audio yesterday from a young man who, Georgia is, they can fire you in Georgia for no reason.
Yeah.
State of Georgia,
Right to work state.
right to work. They can fire you.
What's right to work mean?
like it's not right. It's
It is right to
it's
work.
right to work. There's another name for it. It's no will or some.
Yeah,
there's a name for it.
basically, it means that they can fire you for any reason. or no
Unless
reason.
there's a contract,
Yes.
an employer and an employee have the right to quit either position at
Mhm.
any given moment. So this dude got promoted and walked into the station yesterday unannounced. Captain sits him down and goes, "Hey man, you're gonna be fired at 4:00. You can resign right now or be fired." And he's like, "I just got promoted. I've been here 2 years. I'm one of the most arrested in the ages." He goes, "Yep, nobody likes you, so you got till 4." I have the recording. I have the recording.
the recording of
He recorded it.
Yeah, because in
he
Georgia you're
allowed
allowed
to?
to.
Yeah,
No, Georgia,
Georgia
can't.
said
One
one person
yes.
consent.
Because
You
I
know that because he used to drive to fucking Georgia. He used to drive to Georgia to make his fucking phone calls.
I
dude.
used to drive 5 hours just to record my co-defendants for my legal cases.
But imagine being that cop now. Well, cops suck. They're all bad. Imagine being a good cop and everybody's he's like Steve, self-proclaimed hero. But this dude's doing his job. He walks in. You got an hour. Turn your badge, gudgeon. Nobody likes you. You're fired. You have no job. You're no family. You can't feed your family. Good luck. What do?
you
Can't sue him.
But
You can't- you
what he's
lose
going to do is he's going to go, I'm going to go find another agency that's going to make me happy.
And they all end
And
up.
then another one after that.
And look, you can say like Highway Patrol don't fuck around. Highway Patrol are bad cops.
A lot of them are.
They are bad cops. Yeah, take that picture.
Clip that.
Dude, like I mean, I've
So-
had nothing but bad interactions with FHP.
No, so think about this. So my job, I just was on a
like
this podcast to talk about like one of my hustles in prison was to fuck with police, to be in their face. So one of my hustle is to be that guy that's in their face, popping off at the mouth because I'm distracting them. I'm the one that's going cover for everybody else.
In
I
the
get
jail?
paid to that in prison.
Okay.
So I'm in prison, and when the COs come in or the police come running up, I'm the person that gets in their face.
I love how all of them are police.
Yeah, they're all police.
They're all police.
They're all police.
Army,
Don't
Navy,
matter.
Marine,
Doesn't matter. They're
police.
all police. So I'm in their face. I'm the first line of distraction in their face because I talk shit. I'm just bing, 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 bing. So they're like, all right, just after a while, first they think that I'm like the person or I'm trying to be defiant or whatever. Then they realize, oh, he's getting paid. So once I get burned by the cops, I'm pretty much, I don't have that hustle. They got to find somebody else because they're just like, shut up, get to the side and let me keep, and they know exactly where they're going. At that point, I become the person that carries the phones and all the contraband because now they know so they know like I'm the distraction guy. They didn't know that now my job is
Kind
is
of
to
like
hold
Boy
off on.
Wolf.
So when they come running in, everybody hands me everything and I got it on me. I'm literally in the police's face talking shit.
With all the
And they're
contraband.
pushing me to the side to get to where they're going. And everybody's laughing. And I'm like, that's my hustle. So they don't know that until I get burned from a snitch. But in the streets, no matter what I do, when I get pulled over, it's yes, everything. I don't put up a fight, no, nothing. And you'd be surprised how many drug dealers, because I mean, most of your busts are what? From traffic stops.
Yes.
But
Most of your leads and busts. So that's it's so funny. Like they're so against this and they don't want y'all to do this, but it goes to tell you that the government doesn't want you to crack down on crime. They want it to run rampant. And the number one stopping point to this would be traffic stops. Because I think, what is it? Like
Well, there's
what's the percentage
It's
of
a
traffic
lot.
stops turning?
there's a key saying doing the traffic stops
I'm not talking about that.
to do write tickets.
Yeah.
That because you can do traffic stops to write tickets, or you can do traffic stops to find dope, guns, and warrants.
I've
Right.
stopped cars and pulled massive amounts of
But
cocaine
if-
out of it, and the guy had a warning from a
And
cop
that's
like
the-
20 minutes early.
That's
And if
I've
he's got a
done-
hat about this big,
Many times.
he's most likely
And I'm
not
like,
looking for the hard
well,
stuff.
No, and
Yeah.
drug dealers are stupid by not being nice to the cops because most cops are like Jimmy said, they're just stopping you for bullshit, and they're too scared to even ask for consent to search the car. But by being a prick, even the bad cops, you get them. This is really weird how he's acting. A normal everyday, hey guy, your license is, you're running a little fast. Yes sir, no sir, but you're gone. Take your fucking $300 ticket and go away.
Eat your ticket and go.
Not your fucking 20 grams of cocaine in the car. Like, I mean,
like F8. I mean, like I'm always polite because on the off chance
you hate cops, and you said it many times.
I said it many times.
You
On
should
the off
probably
chance that I'm dealing with one of the good ones, because there are good ones out there. There are good ones in FHP.
I haven't found any,
but I haven't found. I know one guy who's in FHP, and he's a good dude.
Become a cop, and you're gonna end up like both these guys.
They're jaded.
They were fucking
They're
assholes
jaded
when they were
cops.
probably cops because they dealt with bullshit, and they quit because they're tired of being assholes and their life being miserable. So why do you think
troopers are different?
what's the
FHP?
They're fucked. They drink different water. There's something wrong with them. There's something wrong. I have been stopped by some good troopers, just like Jimmy said. There is some level of whatever they do in that academy, in Tallahassee, whatever that thing is, they lose like personality or something.
That's the same thing. Like when someone comes right out of Marine Corps boot camp, and you're like, "Who is this person?"
I remember getting stopped by a trooper. He had no idea who we were, and I said, "Sir, I have a gun right here, license, registration." I'm like, "I have a gun." He's like, "Good, I'll be right back." He never fucking acknowledged, never cared. Like, I feel like I could have just pointed that. He didn't fucking even pay attention to the fact I told him twice I had a gun. So I'm like, dude, my gun is like literally half out of his
how do they get away with everything? They're never in the news.
They don't have body cams.
They don't.
Well,
there's
pirates.
There's 50 states, so we do have to say before the comments hit, we are only talking about experience mainly with FHP, Florida Highway Patrol.
Right.
They don't have body cams.
They don't have body cams.
And they don't have a lot of rules. So when FHP pits a car into a tree and kills 4 teens, because that happened last year.
Yep.
No one cares. They tried to hold him accountable, and I think the commissioner or whatever from Florida Highway Patrol was like, "Don't run."
They just killed the Tampa. Tampa just had it.
Yeah.
They chased the
and it's like it's like we always talk about. You can't be canceled if you're not threatened. So they tried. They were like, "Your trooper did this," and he was like, "Don't run."
Yeah, see, that's where me and Don would go way off. I agree with pursuits. I think you should chase.
I'm not
everybody.
even talking about that.
No.
I mean, like I can
do.
give you.
I'm against it.
I've got.
You're against pursuit. What did you get this thought out, Jimmy?
Yeah,
I feel like,
dude, like I got involved in a vehicle accident. Right, guy ran a red light as I was making a left-hand turn, T-boned me. Okay, it was my old truck, and I love that truck. Okay, my truck, all the airbags are deployed.
were you able to get your Dale Earnhardt sticker off it and put it on your new truck?
Yes, that was a big part of the whole thing afterwards. Okay,
Get my sticker.
So I'm driving back from Orlando back to Tampa, and I pulled off the highway to get some McDonald's, and fucking get smacked right hard.
Dude,
I
only
get
kids
all
eat
I've got.
McDonald's.
I got my gun in the car, or my gun's in the truck. My tools are in the truck. I'm afraid the truck's going to catch on fire. So I grab my bag and I run over to where the McDonald's is and I put my stuff there, right? I'm on the phone with Lily. I'm on the phone with the insurance. The sheriff showed up first. Sheriffs were cool. FHP showed up to do the whole report.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Hey, come over here a second." FHP guy. I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" He's like, "We have witnesses that said that you threw a bag of something into the wood line." And I'm like, "There's fucking 15 cameras here, dude. Go fuck yourself. That didn't happen."
I was getting rid of this gun.
Yeah. I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He's like, "Right now you're being detained because I believe that you are trying to hide evidence." I'm like, "What?"
Well, be like, where am I gonna go? My car's on fire.
I mean, exactly. Like, that's what I mean. Like, are you stupid? Are you stupid?
Hey,
Like,
man,
that doesn't even make any
he had
sense.
a chance to, like Mike says, he had a chance to play cop, and
Yes.
he went with it.
And it was like, dude, come on, man. Like, I'm having a bad day already, and you're upset because I was like, the bag's right over there.
Well, before we get into that,
Yeah.
your take.
at
Do you
Quince.
believe the cops should be able to pursue people?
Do I believe the cops
Yeah.
should be able to pursue
We've pretty
people?
much law enforcement done away with pursuits. That's why they all drive Ford Explorers rather than Crown
Yeah.
Vics, because they don't need speed anymore.
Do I think that they should be able to pursue people? I think radio beats your fucking your vehicle every day of the week.
So no
No.
pursuits.
No. I think that you're putting more people in danger with
Okay.
pursuits.
All right.
Let me tell you. So listen, here we go back to cops being cops. What people are you pursuing, Mike?
All of them.
No, what's the
That's
number
the
one?
problem.
What's the number one that he
So,
runs?
so we want the Somalians gone, right? Or are we going to select which ones we keep? We're going to get rid of all of them, right?
Are you telling me that you can't do
No,
a
I
quote on and
agree.
search?
I agree with you.
But the radio does not work because what happens in the hood? They turn 3 corners, they hop out, and they run.
Yeah.
And they crash the car, and they run, and then they do it
Okay,
again,
hold
and then
on.
they do it again, and then they do it again, and then
Here's
they do
the
it
thing
again.
about it. You know who they are in there most of the time.
No,
you can't. It doesn't hold up.
In our town, yes, we live in a small town.
But even if
In
you know, you
here-
have to swear that it's
Yeah,
that I saw. I knew it was fucking
yeah,
Jay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I
Hold
knew
on.
it was Jay. I know that
Hold on.
orange hair. I knew that.
And
You
this
don't
is what-
want to.
and this
You
is
can
what-
take it to the grave and shut your mouth and sit there and say, you know what? I know who it is, and I'm going to build a case. I'm going to bust his head. But the problem of it is, this goes back to what we talked about the feds. The feds will literally have you on a case within 6 months, but they don't want 5 years. They want to get you on that 20 piece. So
No.
they'll watch you and allow you to go for 5 years doing all kinds of bad activities just to be able to get you for 20 years.
But the average street cop isn't thinking like that. The street crimes guy wants
but
that.
you
pursuit.
begin, that's what I'm saying. The difference is that I feel like, is it worth putting other people's lives at risk? Because it's not the cop that I'm worried about, it's the criminal that's
Yeah,
running.
Okay.
So are we willing to kill like little kids and family members in a T-bone intersection? You see how they turn out so
Well,
bad.
I've always said this. Anybody that wants to weigh on it, cop or no cop, if you weigh in on it, I want you to think about the fact that if that bad guy or that cop careens into your family's minivan and kills all of them, you still stand behind it? Well, no. Well, then you
So-
don't.
Okay, so but hold on. When you get that vehicle, what's the first thing you do with that vehicle, Mike?
What, when we catch it?
Okay, so say they take off and the vehicle runs in somebody's house and they take off feet. What do you do with that vehicle as soon as you get it?
You secure it, search it, and then you're going to tow it.
What else are you going to do to it?
You're going to plant evidence. What?
That's what the dump gun
He's
is
going to run
for.
fingerprints and
No,
DNA
it
and
never
everything
comes back.
else.
Never comes back. It's not like the movie.
Well, there's
dude.
been like 80 kids in
Never.
there.
Never comes back. I've had hundreds of cars processed. I've had like 2 out of hundreds and hundreds.
That's
come
new
back.
news to the criminals out there, guys.
That's crazy. No,
That's a clip.
everybody assumes if you touch something, it's going to happen.
Whose hair is this?
Guns, all that, and then
This
what's
is not CSI
Here's where you
Miami.
get the script flipped on you. Like, what can't we say as white people? All black people look the same, right? That's racist. What did the defense use when a black guy gets out and runs? You can't tell what they look like. They all look the same. How do you know it was John Tavius? He's got dreads. So does he. So does he. So does he. So
With
they
hair
flip-
that sticks up
they
like
flip the script on you. You go like, I know as a black male, his name was John Tavius. He was running. How do you know? Well, I saw him. You sure? Like they
but
collude
here's-
that thing
but-
for you, and then they say, then they put.
I would let it go. See, me as a cop, this is what I would do. I'd be like, okay, I seen who it is, I know who he is, or I seen his face, and I'm gonna find out who he is. And then you know damn well he's not gonna stop. He's in the game. He's gonna continue to do it, and you're gonna build a case against
You
him.
can.
I'm
will put-
sorry. All of these arguments are specious.
What's the? Why do you guys? You pick a word every day. What's specious mean?
It's not based on any of the evidence that you just talked about. If AI is taking over everything and there's fucking cameras anywhere, why would you need to search or chase people? We already
because
fucking know
John-
who it is.
What? John Tavius is 15. He's never had a social security number, fucking ID card. He's never going to have a driver's license in his entire adult life.
He's never
You
been
don't
outside
even
the
know-
city.
He doesn't know who his dad is. He doesn't know anything about. He can't tell you his fucking date of birth. So you expect me to for the government to know who he is? No.
Okay,
But
so
there
let's go
are
back
people,
to this.
like you said last week.
But
There
you
are
can-
people that have never left the hood. They don't even know that Disney World is a real place. They don't know anything outside of those 4 walls. They don't know their social security
And
number.
Somalia.
They know anything about anything.
But Mike,
I'm like Mystery Science Theater.
but Mike,
at
if
this point.
3 teenagers go and rob a car or steal a car and they're running around and you get on them and they take off, is it worth to put them in jail for stealing that car? The risk
It
of killing
beco-
somebody? To tell me your ins and outs and why.
So here's the thing. I'm tiered on this. The long pursuit that goes very, very long, I agree. At some point, it's like, hey, but I think we should be able to wreck the fucking piss out of them right out of the rip.
No, I agree with that.
agencies
I
are
agree.
doing
I
that.
agree. I
So
agree with
you-
that 100%.
They don't do it.
I agree
They
with that
don't do it.
100%. If you can be right there on that one thing, but if they start getting over 100
There-
mile an
yeah,
hour and
there's a
start
point-
running,
yes.
I feel like you need to
You
stop.
are-
But if you're
yes.
close enough to do what you said,
Correct.
I'm for that all 100%.
So, and everybody's actually right. I'm playing the real hardcore role. You're right with technology. Now we have LPRs. We have the ability to get the helicopter up. We can watch from a distance. Depending on the crime, if it's a traffic violation, we're okay with losing the car. If it's a murder or somebody abducted a child, we're not okay with losing the car. So there is other options, but the problem is agencies don't do anything.
The air
they don't
thing,
do anything. They
the
just
air
go
thing
goodbye.
really does work. The air thing really does work if you have an agency big enough on standby all the time, and it's not always being used for crime. So if you got a very crime-ridden city and only one bird, he's probably busy.
John Tavius
So-
has got that way.
Yeah, but the bird's not going to work in the hood. Like you said, they make 3 or 4 turns, take out on foot.
Yeah,
They're
it's-
gone. The
well,
bird's
No,
never
but
gonna
they
get
can
there.
follow it, and then as soon as you spike the tires, it keeps following it.
Most
and
of
then
these
they
boys
deploy
are
the
out of
dog.
the car. And how many turns?
Yeah, well, that's it. Again, it's going to be my argument is it's going to be location dictated. That's the supervisor's decision to make the decision on how do you do it.
Let's separate these pursuits. There's the inner city 2.5 minute pursuit, stolen car. He's gonna bail out and be gone within 10 seconds. Then there's the guy that takes the long, and that's on the interstate, and there's like 12 cars behind him. Because I remember I would ride with my dad in like maybe 2002, and he like I'm gonna he would say light this car up, and he would back off it. And I go, why are you backing off? He's gonna get away. He's like, no, I back off because he thinks he has a chance on, so he'll tip it, he'll run. If I'm right up on him, do you remember telling me that? If I'm right up on him, he'll get scared and he'll stop. He's like, I'm just trying to get a pursuit.
Well, I used to. So what I would do, I'm sure you've done this before. My other tactic in the hood was because we weren't allowed to light them up and chase them. I would just do the 3 inches from the bumper, and they would take off without the lights being on. And then I would just call it I was reckless.
Yeah.
And my camera would never come on because the lights weren't on. Chase them for fucking 7 minutes
See how
through the
dirty
hood.
these cops
Calling
are?
them reckless. They broke the fucking law, dude. It's not dirty. But that's how we got away. I called them hood pursuits or next up pursuits back in the
yeah.
day. You just chased them and your camera never came on because you're
Because they're looking to bail as soon as you're out.
I would see a car, you make eye contact, you drive by, you do the U-turn. We had the Chargers then. I'd floor it, they floor it. We're done. We're through a backyard. We're through a canal, and they're out the car. And I would just call it in. Oh, I got a reckless. Oh, he's running, and that would be my only transmission on the radio. Meanwhile, it had been 6 minutes around the hood, like all through the trees and everything.
And fired today now.
No, we got but we got away with it back then. That's how we.
What about the grapple? You can always fire the Batman grapple.
Do we have that?
People have them, but I've not seen. There's another dart that does like a cable.
Yeah, it's like Batman.
It's pretty cool, but again, you got to be able to get close enough to touch the
You know,
car.
another video that's been popping up on my feed a lot about law enforcement is about how all these women are getting there. I don't know why it's I don't know if it's getting just because for some reason my feed's feeding it to me, or is it that women offer sex
to cops?
To cops when
yeah.
they're getting arrested. Does it happen that much?
Never happened to me.
Never happened to you?
Yeah.
Well, you think you're ugly.
Probably
What about you?
FHP.
Yeah, I mean, drunk DUIs. Yes, DUIs, running their mouth, talking.
It's just because
I'm 5'11". That's why. I'm 5'11". He's 5'9".
It's never happened to me.
Never once.
I don't even
Your
think,
wife said
I've never
all
had
3
anybody
criminals in
bribe
there.
me. I've never had anything.
Dude, it's
I've had
all right.
stolen valor. I've had a guy try to tell me he was a war vet.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Twice.
dude, it'd be hard for me to turn it down. If there's hot chicks or things, I'd be like,
I still have a chick
Hmm.
that messaged me on Facebook right after I started doing my podcast. That it's all in body camera. Accuses me of planting drugs on her. She went all the way to Ian Bick's comment section of my podcast with him and started writing paragraphs about how I planted drugs on her. I'm like, you stupid bitch. Cortez, her last name. I'm like, go pull the fucking body camera. It's like all on camera. And that shows me how delusional people are, that they get in their head that it didn't happen that way. And imagine without a body cam, like she's making this case, people are probably like, oh, this guy's fucking crooked. I'm like, here's a case number. I'm like, if anybody want real, this will not happen. Pull the body
dude,
camera.
it would have been
It's all
so
on-
bad for me. I'd have been like $300.
Well, the guys are doing it.
speed
The cops are
ticket.
doing it. They're doing
Land
exactly
stuff?
what you say. Oh, having sex with chicks, it's going, it's popping up all over.
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah,
guy
they
that
did.
locked
That guy that got
himself.
locked him back to
And then-
Are they
oh,
ousting
and-
them or are they keeping it quiet?
No, so what happened was he drove this girl. She offered him on camera. He shut his camera off, went into, they can still track his car even though he shut his camera off. He gets in the back seat, door closes behind him. Now he can't get out. He
I
has to
remember that one. I
radio
remember
to,
that.
and the homeboy goes, he walks right up, opens the door, and walks away. Doesn't want any part of that. Doesn't want any to hear
I
any.
remember that made news.
Did we talk Monday about the cell phone guy, or was that to somebody? No, I talked about it last night. They had a cop just get arrested. What he was doing is he was taking the girls' phones, like during this traffic stop. He was going through their camera roll while they were busy, and he was airdropping himself all their nudes. And then,
Are you serious?
So he just got arrested. Yeah, it was in Florida.
Oh my
What's the charge for that?
like voyeurism and unlawful transmission of like nudity. There's all them stalker laws now with like transmitting nudity and all that. But he was going through the phone and he was just airdropping them right to his cell phone while he was on the traffic stop.
Oh.
Like, oh, let me see your insurance card. I have to take it back here and look at your insurance for the ticket. And he would go on the fucking patrol car and he would start downloading the nudes and sending them to himself. And he finally got caught.
Wow.
Like multiple victims.
That sounds like something somebody would do.
I want to ask you a
They
question.
definitely did.
Wow.
As
That sounds like somebody other than me would do that.
Sounds like somebody named Kyle.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
want to ask both y'all, when you were in law enforcement, when they asked you to do something that you're against, how did you handle that? Like they would say,
I've admitted I crack nothing stupid, but yes, it's hard. It's very hard.
so like, is your lieutenant or the higher up said, Mike, we're going to need you to go do this, and you know it's just totally wrong.
It'd have to be severe.
Against
You have to tell me what it
everything.
is. There's
I mean, there are times that they've said, because I'm going to be honest with you, like it goes back to my head, it's the COVID thing. Like people
We
are
didn't have to-
protesting the streets, and then all of a sudden there's this gym owner open, and it's like, well, go shut them down, you know.
We
but
never did that for it.
I know, but
You did.
I get it. You didn't do it here, but I'm just giving an example of like what I'm talking about. Is there any time that you're
the
just
only
like,
time I could think of something like that is DUIs. Every cop tries to get their buddy out of a DUI, and you might get a call like, "Hey, man, that's that guy's so and so," and
you know,
they
how
try
many
to
escorts I had gotten
Oh, yeah,
from
I'm
people?
sure. I'm sure. Yeah.
That I would literally call up and be like, hey, my boy's are you on duty? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, listen, my boy's at Riverside and he needs an escort. I got him. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, perfect.
Yeah, they don't do that typically anymore now because of the cameras. If they crashed, you're literally with them.
Then it's 30-second minute loop behind, so
Yeah.
you're gonna have to like sit there and let them burn for like a minute, and then act like you pulled up on it. But your GPS is going to show you were already there, so there's really no way around that. But I know for a fact I've had females tell me that they had cops that would very generously follow them home from bars and do that
I
kind of
just
stuff.
heard about one recently.
Really?
All right, we got to cut to commercial, but we'll be back.
Lewis, that's you.
He was in
Over a century ago in 1910, the Flexner Report, funded by John D. Rockefeller and the Carnegie Foundation, re-engineered medical education from a holistic, whole-body approach, which appropriately treated the body as an interconnected system, to a compartmentalized approach under the guise of specialized medicine. They shut down or consolidated medical schools, marginalized naturopathic, homeopathic, and chiropractic medicine, replacing them with symptom management and synthetic drugs. Allopathy is a marketing strategy rooted in fear and manipulated science. This philosophy carried into veterinary medicine, resulting in over-vaccination, unnecessary surgeries, and manufactured food, just like they did for people. They call it care, but it's predatory and based in profitability. The truth? Toxicity, compromised immunity, and chronic inflammation. They're not fate. They're engineered. And so is your power to undo them. We built 3 targeted formulas to return the body to homeostasis, for pets and people. To detox, defend, and restore. We are the correction to decades of corruption. We are vengeance.
Won't say who was on the boat.
Yeah.
They won't give up nothing. No pictures, no nothing. He had what, 30 something
Okay.
cocaine on it.
And we're back. Let's just get off that real quick. All right. So since their founding in 2009, Flatline Fiber Company has strived to create the highest quality gear with real-world functionality. Trusted by SWAT teams, high-level military units, police agencies, and civilian shooters across the globe. They make gear you can trust. Made in America with a lifetime warranty. They have everything you need, from rifle slings to eye packs, low profile, which is perfect for you Leos out there that I apparently don't like. Dump pouches for all of you high-speed geardos out there that want to have a cool place to put something other than magazines, because we know you ain't doing a mag change. And baseline bags, lightweight, handy bags that offer great stability. Go to flatlinefibercompany.com.
And 2 of our newest sponsors.
Hold on, I didn't get the.
What are you doing?
I got to put in the use
Jimmy.
code antihero15 to save 50%. You cut me off.
Wait, put the logo back on there.
Okay.
There you go.
That was the longest ad I've ever. I figured it had to be done.
It was good. It was good.
All right. And don't forget Violent Provisions, veteran law enforcement owned operated apparel company. They have the gear for the silent professionals, hats, heavyweight hoodies, unique design stickers. Their pre-order just ended with violentprovisions.com. Use code antihero for 15% off. Also at Violent Provisions on Instagram, and 96, which is an AI generated traffic app. You input your citation. It's specific to your state. It enters all the vehicle information, all your testimony right into a convenient app. It is a law enforcement owned, NYPD owned company. Has about 250 subscribers already. So check out 96 and tell them Antihero sent you.
So everybody wants a John Tavius shirt, but they want it spelled John and then Tavius, but they want him dressed as like a doctor or a lawyer. Maybe an astronaut. I was laughing at him. An astronaut. John Tavius.
John Tavius.
I think that falls under that website I follow. Shirt designs I can't actually wear.
John Tavius.
Have you seen that one? Those shirts? I saw a guy the other day. He took the Lacoste alligator, a certain flag, and he turned it into a Holocaust alligator.
What we got to do is we got to do one of those. You know how they make their own hood IP shirts? We got to make one for John Davies.
I think the astronaut's pretty good.
Yeah, would have been an astronaut thing. What would have been?
There's a meme going around with some astronaut that says something on it.
I don't know if I could make one of those hood shirts if I tried. They're so bad, they're good. Like the iron-on, like the shitty picture.
I know you've seen them paint their car like that too, right?
The whole side of the
car is
it's like rest in peace, John Tavius.
We had a guy get killed, still unsolved. His name was Pooh, was his nickname. He got shot, double whammy. He got shot, and he accelerated away from the shooting scene, went through a canal, and decapitated him on a telephone pole as he was in the air. So he got the double whammy. But they put the mural up in the hood and it had a Pooh Bear and his face was in it, and it was all that paint you're talking about. And
oh my god! I mean,
I don't know.
He would have been an astronaut. No. He was almost.
He almost was. He got closer. He got closer to the moon than minds. By getting 10 feet up the ground, he got closer than most people.
Back to the Future theme is playing as he's going.
Rogan has recently been going heavy on the moon landing again.
Yeah.
He ate it
I
up.
got some good moon landing clips in there.
He ate it up the other day on a podcast again, talking about.
He doesn't believe it.
No, he does
not. I don't believe it either.
No, you can't.
I don't. Why haven't we been back? Or have we? We're not telling us.
What was he saying? He was saying something about.
I'm saving my energy for tonight.
Well, we don't have. I'll tell you what. We can go moon landing if you guys want to today. Yeah. I don't know if we'll have any time tonight.
Do we get Dom?
I don't.
What's the surveillance video that's up there?
Something you want me to pull up earlier.
We never got to it.
Okay.
This is the
Nice job, Lewis.
He's
like, I'm on point. I'm waiting for you to be on point.
We talked earlier. This is a real traffic stop that was done and then posted to this agency's social media. I want you to watch it raw. Like Jimmy's raw right now. He's not drinking. Tonight he's going to be really raw drinking. But I want you to watch this front to back. This is a traffic stop posted by this agency as pro community. Go ahead.
All right, we got 67. 67. All right, Officer Cordelia PD, I stopped you for going 67 and a 55. Yeah, you're going 67. Do you have your license, registration, your insurance on you? Perfect, cool. Talk about struggle, dude.
She's not only stopping people that are going.
All right, chat. This gentleman's gonna be getting a.
She's on a chat.
6'7".
I wanted you to pause it.
Okay.
I wanted you to say
55.
that. Pause it. It's their body camera. When she says, "All right, chat," it lets the body camera know to that's gonna be part of the report. So that part, no, she's not streaming. That was a lot of the heat, so people were confused. So that's her talking to her body.
Sorry,
camera.
I'm breaking my own rules. I'm not shutting up until the video is
No, that's all right. I wanted that to happen because as soon as everybody saw chat, the comments were, "This fucking bitch is on TikTok live." She's not. It's her body camera. But go ahead.
Evidently, we've had a lot of fatalities on that roadway.
Evidently, right?
In addition to that, his registration for the car is expired, so he's also going to get a citation for that. That is a fixed ticket. All right, chat. So what's going to happen? You're going to be issued a citation for 67 at 55. In addition to that, you're also going to get another one just for a fix-it ticket for the registration. So go ahead, and what I'm going to ask is that you sign here. Initial or signature. It's not a mission of guilt. Simply stay in your standard and take care. Because you're going 6-7. Sorry. I can't help it. You guys are good to go. Just make sure to get the registration taken care of, okay?
So they posted that, and their entire agency, the agency actually posted that as like a pro. That's like they thought it was cool. We're jumping on the trend of 6-7. She just wrote somebody for 12 fucking over, 12 over,
and made a joke about it.
Made a joke about it. No compassion to listen to the guy's excuse, whatever it was, and they're doubling down that it's just a joke. It's like it's all on their side. Fucking
so he got points on his license, a traffic ticket, and all that just because they wanted to do a joke.
6-7.
6-7.
There's no, unless you're a super. Can I say? I'm not gonna say C word. Unless you're a super C word, you're not writing anybody for 12 over. No goddamn cop is writing anybody for 12 on 95. You don't look till 90 on 95. Yeah. In a town, it's my rule is 15. If I looked up in the radar wasn't 15 over, you're going. I'm not even, unless it was maybe John Tavius, unless it looked like
unless it looked suspect,
unless it looked like a criminal. But they did that strictly.
So what was your criminal look?
It looked like you. I followed you around. White guys with chains, black guys with chains.
Wait a minute. We just saw a white guy.
Anybody,
a white bike with a chain.
Anybody with a chain. But yeah. So that is the most tacky. Can you imagine being those people in that car? You just got put on blast on a massive, and it went crazy. It's got 50,000 shares, all that stuff. All the comments are negative. So what I did, because I'm an accountability person, I public record requested her last 30 citations for speeding.
You did that?
I did that already.
Okay.
I want to look at this and go, did this Super C do this just because of 6-7 to be cute and write a ticket, or does she historically write for 12 over? She historically does it. I have no problem with it. If you want to be that much of a dick and write somebody for 12 over, but if this was only done for an internet fucking, and it doesn't mean anything, it completely means nothing. If she only did that, she should be fired. She should be fired.
You know, my first
What's her
impression
name?
was this?
I got the whole thing. I forget it. Cortez is her last name.
So the first impression I had, I was thinking, like, how in the world did she get this video? Did she like do this?
No, he just
She acts it, and then she goes and does a public records thing to get it.
Agency posted.
I know, but I was thinking, like, she really went and did this. She does all these things, and then she makes the videos, and then goes and does a public records request to get the video to put it on her TikTok. And I was like, dude, this is crazy.
Agency.
I know that. But I said when I was watching it. I know, but I was watching.
Yes.
I'm thinking, like, is that
what
she did?
I'm thinking, like,
we have another crazy.
We have another cocksucker that follows this. His whole the guy that blasted one of the guys that blasted you. That's all he does is request his own body camera and his buddy's body camera and has a whole YouTube page about it.
So you're allowed to do that.
You can.
I thought you got in trouble for doing
fucking
stuff.
Gay as shit, but yeah, if that's what you want to do is jerk your own dick off on your YouTube channel, you can.
Can we
700 followers?
Can we go and mimic some of his things?
Oh, he's got a really bad mustache. We can do some things. But
like what? Like what? Hang on, Mike. What?
No, he's real bad. But
not that mustache.
That'd be a bad one. So, but that's what these people do. Yes, there are guys. State Boys is the big one that does it. But State Boys, real good ally of the show and good friend. He's up in Michigan. He does it for everybody. Most of his videos are like Arizona State Patrol, GSP. But then you have like some of the people that ripped him, which is County Boys is a big YouTube channel that ripped his logo, his exact spelling. They just do their own shit. And then this cocksucker up in Ohio does his own shit.
How does an agency, even though so you're a cop, you go through the right routes, you request body cam because it's public domain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can get it. And then you have a YouTube that you can have one as a cop. And then you're able to break down your own. I would think any agency would be like, listen, dude, we can't have that. You can't be narrating your own shit.
I think the fact that her agency put it out means she should never be fired. You clearly agreed with
that one, yes. But these other guys, I guess what you're getting at is like, it's just like the other guys.
They have strong unions.
But you're making content. So they're pulling. So my problem is that how do you know that they're not pulling people over and arresting people just for content reasons?
That's what I'm getting at.
That's where the issue becomes with this.
That's what and that's one of the arguments people made with live
PD
too. Like live PDs we had some guys do some really boneheaded shit while live PD was filming with our agency. And I attribute a lot of those mistakes and dumb stuff to being on camera and going extra.
Yeah.
And doing dumb
Performing.
things. I watched a complete traffic stop on our live PD. The guy violated every fucking Fourth Amendment right of the driver. I'm like, what is this moron doing? It's right on fucking TV. Like the canine didn't alert. He's like, oh, get over there. Like there's just so bad. And I'm like, so I just like, it's kind of like, it's, what is it?
So
Peacocking. Peacocking.
So,
You're
so
peacocking.
kicking the
Same
dog
thing-
is the real thing. Then
Yeah, you step on
Same
the
thing
tail.
happens to guys that are mic'd up in the NFL. Like they'll be the quietest dude in the huddle, and then they get mic'd up, and they're like, "Run, dude, shut
That's
the
a good
fuck
point.
up."
Yeah.
It's so this girl did that, and this is what happened. She got done, and she called the fucking social media lady, who I heard everybody hates at this agency. She's allegedly like 5'1", 275. Fucking they hate her.
love them.
And she says, "Hey, you're gonna want to pull this video. I just got the 6'7" on tape." That's exactly what happened. She contacts social media department.
Wow.
That's how else would they know it happened? She calls them and says, "Hey, check out this video I just did." They make it. They have gotten murdered in their comments for it. It's absolutely
well
garbage.
they
Yeah,
should.
it's garbage.
Until you get better cops, I don't want to hear another conversation about pursuit, because I don't want those chuckleheads pursuing anybody.
And she, if you go look at her, she's a fucking torta.
275. I hope you're.
No, not the cop. The
Oh,
cop is a torta as well. The other one's definitely a torta, but she's former police explorer, DEI, quick right to motor unit. And you go to their page, and their page actually has some squared away dudes on it. But I'm told from people that work there that I've gotten a lot of DMs from that the place just went woke and hired this lady, and now they're a joke. It only takes one video like that to
Yeah, but
stereotype your agency.
I don't know. I keep telling you, this is the time to be a
Torture's
criminal.
going to be another shirt.
These are the times to be a criminal, because I
Torture
mean
and
they're
John
more worried
Davies.
about their TikTok videos than commit,
they're
busting
just
crimes and everything
You're
else.
absolutely right. You're absolutely
I
right.
could do it.
The kids that you, and that's why I get on you about thinking that like they're smart enough to like know who you are. And I know, you want to, you're big.
Yeah, but,
you're
but the
big
problem
ego
of it is
guy.
they
You're the
tell
ego
me.
guy.
They tell me
Some
this.
of them might, but I'm
They
telling
tell
you,
me
the
they're watching
average-
my
The
videos.
average new guy. Well, okay.
They're watching.
Okay.
They tell
That's
me I'm
'cause you're on
watching
TikTok.
it.
Okay, if you weren't on TikTok, they wouldn't know who you are.
Exactly.
Okay,
But they're
okay.
watching my videos.
All right,
That's how
all right,
they know
you're
who
right,
I
you're
am.
right. You're right. You're right. I get. You're right.
And you can tell by the way when they pull me over and they walk up, they already know my name
till
for
I
my
get pulled
tag.
over. Wait till I get pulled over.
hey, Lewis, check the one who's doing social media right now. All of these agencies that think they're jumping on the social media bandwagon, they think they're doing well. They're not. They're run by people that are out of touch. They have no idea. You know who really is running a good social media campaign is Border Patrol.
No,
Yeah.
White House.
Yes.
Yeah, and the White House. But Lewis, go to Instagram.
Insane,
Seal,
crazy.
Seal Beach PD in California too.
Seal Beach.
Seal Beach.
Seal
SEAL.
Beach.
They make full blown skits for dudes that like run,
Alright.
and it's
the
really
one
good.
Tyler right there at the very top. That one. Play that one whenever you're prepared.
I don't know if he's ever going to be prepared. He just closed the whole window out.
I got you. I believe in you.
Hey, we're not
Lewis.
live anymore.
What?
I'm not kidding.
You guys are fucking with
I
me.
see the button.
All right.
My problem.
The mask. Take it off.
Show
Shit on
my
that
face.
back. What happened to it,
Yes,
did you?
sir.
Yeah.
Negative.
Are you ugly?
Quite the opposite. What's my
Okay.
problem?
And there was they're using other ones. They're using like remixes of Nirvana, and I'm telling you, we could pick on that all day. But that is cool to the person that's never done that before. That
Yeah.
looks cool. If I was 18 years old, I'd be like, "That looks cool. That
Well,
looks cool."
yeah.
Fucking fat chicks writing 6-7 tickets doesn't look cool.
No.
No.
Like I said, Pearson, local guy, he's in charge of the civilian side. He posts all those remakes of videos. He's out on the field with the guys. That he said one of his biggest problems when he took over was the brainwashed Biden 4 years or 8 years. Or 4 years. They were all terrified to do anything. So he had to go around the country to all the Border Patrol units and go beat people up, like
Yeah.
drag them out of cars, go back to doing it. They were like, oh, we can't do anything like that. So they've had to like really reprogram the minds of all those Border Patrol agents because they were so suppressed. And now they're paying 20 grand. The fucking hiring bonus is like 20 grand. And
Are they doing well in retention? Because I know Border Patrol for a while had bad rep.
no, they're getting heat from like agencies like, hey, bro, you're fucking taking all our people. Like,
Yeah,
guys are, why wouldn't you want to go do that?
yeah,
The only thing you have to worry about is if Trump,
yeah.
somebody doesn't win.
Democratic
And,
one.
then you're,
And
what's the worst happen? You go make 120 grand to sit fucking under a tree?
Well, I mean, a lot of people don't want to be at needs and go sit in the desert somewhere near Mexico. You got to do like your first couple years.
Yeah, usually El Paso. Same with D agents. They send them to El Paso most of the time for their first deployment.
And then you need to know the Espanol, which I'm not going to learn.
Do you have to learn? Do you have to learn Spanish? Probably couldn't hurt if you're a white male.
You just talk like my buddy Nick. He just says, "Get out el carro." What's funny is he can actually speak some Spanish, and we would go to like Wawa every morning, get our coffee before we start shift, and this like homeless Spanish dude would walk in and start talking to him.
Ride along with BP.
With who?
Border Patrol.
Nah, that with me in there.
Uh-oh,
Good
Jimmy.
question. How hard is it to become an agent, like a
Oh,
DEA
what's
agent,
wrong?
FBI?
He's blinking.
I'll fix it.
To be a DE agent?
Yeah, like, why doesn't
You have to-
most
you have-
so
you have to-
cops become cops because they they see the videos and they do stuff and they become a cop, right?
Yeah.
You love the jump out boy stuff.
Yep.
Why didn't you ever want to become a DEA?
I didn't wear a dress when I was a kid.
Huh?
I didn't wear a dress when I was a kid. Most
So
DE
it's-
agents are like,
So it's
Almost.
got that rep now.
well, why would you want to be? I don't know what have you
A
you
couple
were
that
around
I
them,
know.
right?
Yeah, I know, but they were ex-military. They don't
There-
seem.
I
like
would
that
think
way.
on the and I'm skewed on the high level of DEA. I'm sure there's some task force and some in the bigger cities. The DEA guys I worked around were betas, and it's just they're so controlled by the government. There's no room to wiggle. It's so fucking. In order to you go do a deal, there's like 97 fucking pages of paperwork to get done and get the money. I'm like, dude, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Let's just do it state. Like, let's just do it state. There's too many rules. When I mean rules, I mean bad rules. And then
Makes
they're
you
not-
wonder
they're
how a guy
do-
like Jay Dobbins
and they have to have a
survived.
fucking
He was
degree.
ATF.
They have to
I
have
know.
a degree.
Yeah.
Like, having a degree does nothing to make you a better cop. Zero. So the requirement is you have to have a degree, and you have to have an absolute. Do you really want your cops being complete straight arrows growing up? Like never
No.
been in a
So,
fist
you
fight,
know,
never got into
That's
any
how they are now.
trouble. I know.
Well, they
And
used
look what we're
to
dealing
they
with.
used to hire people that committed crimes, and some of the biggest fraud guys I've ever been around, hackers, said that in order to get a job, they wanted to get a job with the government, was hack one of the government things, and usually got a job. Now they throw them in prison.
Yeah.
They do. They throw them in prison.
Oh,
Yeah,
they,
they used to
do?
hire-
They don't do
yeah,
that old
they used to
school
hire
thing?
them.
Yeah.
They used to hire them. They used to hire them, say, you can come work for us, everything else. Or because a lot of hackers, young kids, would hack the government to get a job.
Try it now.
It was
Try it now.
So I don't know if
Jimmy,
you know.
Jimmy, your next task is to hack. We want you to hack the government.
Jimmy, a hack into the government.
So a lot of
You guys are
hackers,
going now.
you know how hackers sell their product, right? Their anti-hack software. They hack companies.
And say, where's our, we can make it better.
That's what they do. They'll say, "Hey, listen, we're going to hack your company. We're going to hack it, and we're going to prove to you that we can whatever." And they're like, "Oh, you think you're that good? Hack it." And they do. I mean, look at the guy that goes on all these Sean Ryans and everything else, where the guy's like, "I take my little thing everywhere with me."
Or potato again.
What?
Dude,
It's just-
It's been very little.
okay.
it's crazy about the technology, and they're saying that every time you turn around, all you hear is these big companies being hacked.
Data breach.
Yeah,
Data breach. Data
I don't
breach,
believe
data
it
breach.
is.
I don't give a shit.
I don't believe it is. I
That-
think what it is, they're selling it.
They're-
They want an excuse to how it got out there, and they want to cover their ass by saying data
Dom
breach.
never responded.
Not to. I don't think so.
What do you think about that, Mike?
What?
The data breaches are a cover up for selling all your data,
Of course they are.
so they don't get sued and liable, and it falls under data breach, and
Call it
it's
data
never a
breach.
data breach.
Then
It's
they got to
never.
get money from the government to improve their security, so that national security at risk.
So you
we
agree
need
most of
government
it's
money.
fraud, it's lies.
Everything's fucking fraud, dude.
So,
Everything's fraud. I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna
a lot
argue
of
about
people,
that.
but a lot of people are going to sit there and come in the comments and be like, "That's a lie," and
No,
you don't know what you're
no,
talking
no.
about. And it's like,
If you think the government has you in your best interest, then keep living that beautiful life, man.
Yeah.
There's unicorns out there for you somewhere. If that's what you believe.
Yeah.
Are there good people in the government? Yes. And usually what happens is they're sitting at podcast desks because they get sick of the fucking shit that they have
oh
to
no,
deal
they
with.
just shut up because they want their pension.
No, that's another thing too. Is we get all the time. We get emails from publicists. Tom is the whistleblower, and the whistleblower. Like Tom finished his retirement, and now Tom wants to be a whistleblower,
but-
and we don't. I will not have an old retired dude on there that wants to blow the whistle after he got his pension. That means he doesn't want to blow it that much.
Well, no, not even that. It's how do you believe any whistleblower? Because the CIA creates whistleblowers to push their narrative.
He's a real conspiracy guy. I like it.
But hold on, man. Not even doing that. It's been proven. So how are you going to sit here and say
No, I'm
that?
sure they
when
want certain
they do that?
information on it.
So okay, you're going to tell me in the past they haven't sent people to leak information. So me and the drug game would leak certain things to get people to believe certain stuff just to
Yeah.
fuck them up.
Open
So-
source.
So okay, in prison we want to know who a rat is.
Dude, I know what you're doing. You need
So
to
in
stop,
prison-
Mike.
So in prison, we want to know who the rat is in the group. We agreed to one thing. We leak it. We act like we're having a
Yeah,
meeting.
yeah.
All of us know. And then next, it gets leaked. So we know because I tell everybody a different story. And then I figure out, okay, he's the one.
We do that in the cop.
We talked about it.
I would walk up to informants and say, know a guy's in jail, and I'm like, hey, where do I find Jay? Oh, yeah, I just saw him earlier down. Yeah, no, he's in fucking jail. So I wouldn't say that out loud, but I'd be like, okay, I know I can't trust this guy. So we always test, and you test cops with that. I'll walk up and say, hey, dude, I'm gonna I got one of our sponsors that obviously doesn't watch our show just asked me if we've been running their ad.
Yeah, who was it?
Go ahead. I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Oh, okay. Well, that's disheartening. Let's see. What I'm all on the spot. Everybody's looking at their back.
Hey, your camera's working.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, but we're potato again.
No. Oh, we are, aren't we?
Dude, that's what I was telling you. Like, fuck. We started talking about government shit, and we became potatoes.
Yeah. So our
So you're trying to tell me another conspiracy?
our broadcast has been going into like really bad quality just randomly throughout the show. And yes, you could attribute it to sometimes when we're talking about anything.
Well, didn't they just prove that like a year or so ago that they would shadow ban and do certain things to people's channels that they didn't like? What under Biden's administration, they actually look into it. I promise you.
Oh no, we've been shadow banned 100%.
Well, I'm not even saying shadow banned. I'm talking about even quality and stuff that they will. If you're not pushing what they want, they'll slow your speed down.
Oh, that's a thing.
No, look it up.
I didn't
Dude,
know that.
TikTok is one of the most vicious. I don't even use TikTok hardly anymore because it's so bad.
Do a test.
What, you want to talk something pro government?
Well, I mean, we could talk about that thing that I texted you about that you were like, Jimmy, you're the weak link.
I didn't. Don't put it out of context like that. I didn't say Jimmy, you're the weak link. I said what I said was when people contact this podcast and they would never in a million years talk to me and Mike, and they go to you because they want to ask you a bunch of questions.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean by that. Because
I know what you mean.
okay, well,
I just said it that way so you know exactly what I was talking
Listen,
about.
if I was going to commit a crime, you're the last one in this group that I would do it with.
I know.
I'm just telling you.
That's
And
cool.
even he's been a cop. So I still know that Mike, because he's one of them types, like, I don't want to be involved. And I'm just like, I already know the paperwork, the problems. Like, I didn't see anything. Don't bring me in because I know how it's going to turn out. And that's why I know he would be like, I'm looking this way. I didn't see any fucking thing.
probably has.
Heather's going to be like,
I'm retired.
kind of same thing. And Jimmy's going to be like, yeah, I seen something. Like, yeah, no, not even think about
Matter of fact, I
what-
helped him carry it all out. He got in a blue truck with a tag. And
Jimmy's gonna be like, I'm doing the right thing. And he's gonna be like, damn, I didn't know it was gonna be 6 months down the road. I'm gonna have to lose work, do this, do that, and everything else. And Mike's gonna be like, oh yeah, I didn't see anything. I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. Yeah, I think that guy down the road did. Go find him.
I am very happy that you don't want to do criminal activity with me. That nothing could make me happier.
I good at picking at people.
I've got other skills, but
The only thing that broke my people was that 20, 30 years.
That'll do it.
That's a long time.
I will tell you though, Jay, there are some people that are very happy I've kept my mouth shut for a very, very long time.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah.
Are they in the room with us?
No.
Okay, so it's not us. All right, we're
No,
good.
no.
I was like, shit. What do I not know?
Well, I mean, we can talk about that later. But I mean, not everything's above board when you go down range.
Well, I was gonna get into moon landing stuff, but I don't want to do it and have it look like a bag of ass. We're still working out this whole.
There's nothing left to work out. We're redoing it all.
Okay, well, look at the videos. You see Joe Rogan did the whole video with the bombs that blow up, but the camera doesn't move and it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's the number one giveaway right there. Like with the atomic bombs, the government was lying. That's the same era as the moon landing thing.
Oh yeah.
So when they threw off the atomic bombs and they have the camera, everything just disintegrates and goes away, but the camera and the footage doesn't, and the camera's just sitting there, just like nothing happened to the camera.
They were little models. They were little model houses. The guy, his guess was like, yeah, those are like downscale little houses, and that just.
But you still could have a live stream camera. Well, I guess they didn't live stream, but they could put a long cord to record it and watch the camera disintegrate and actually have a true one, but they didn't. I'm just saying. I mean,
I'm going down the NASCAR hole now.
All right, what is it? You got anything about?
I haven't gotten it there yet. So I know you guys want my reaction, but I'm like, holy shit, because this just dropped.
What?
The NASCAR settled out of court.
Oh, they
with
did?
Michael Jordan, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
What is
there.
up with that? Because I heard it's in the
So it's-
NASCAR.
It's there's an antitrust. Michael Jordan did it. Basically said, "Hey, we paid a lot of money. You guys didn't pay us the money that you were supposed to pay us. You're not dealing in good faith." And it's Michael Jordan versus NASCAR, and it looks like NASCAR just said, "We're out." Michael Jordan just beat him again. Michael Jordan's still the GOAT. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on right now.
Are
So
they-
is it true, or is they just bowed down because they didn't want the bad publicity?
It was much more about like when Discovery happened. Hey, if anybody out there is doing a lawsuit, you might want to pay attention to the part where Discovery is really bad news for you. So NASCAR said, "Fuck you, we'll go to Discovery, Michael Jordan," and then a whole bunch of bad stuff started coming out about NASCAR.
Like what?
Like people talking about this, so Richard Childers was Dale Earnhart's partner. People talking shit about Richard Childers and Dale and all kinds of stuff.
Can't talk about
You
Dale.
can't fuck. That's a crime. That's a felony.
That's a
you
war,
can't talk
that's a-
about
that's a
Dale.
war crime.
Yeah, so let me read it, and you guys talk amongst yourselves. Let me read it, and I'll freaking summarize.
Okay.
So,
So since we've been sitting here, I got this reporter from Raymond Nolte keeps calling me. The guy that writes all the Vero News hit pieces.
Okay, put him on the
No,
podcast.
no. He's mad because I'm finally done with him, dude.
Why? Because
tried
is
to-
he the one that did the piece and everybody's not
that's-
happy about it?
That was part of it, but he's a fair weather friend, man. Like I gave him super dirt before the election that he put in the paper, and after the election was lost, and I tried to come. You know some of the stuff I have. I
Yeah.
told you the stuff I have in my pocket. I tried to call him a month and a half ago with that big fucking story. No call, no call, no call, no call. Finally, he talked to another guy, and Mike said some nasty things on Facebook. He's like, "Yeah, 'cause you don't fucking call the guy." So it's like now he's trying to reach out to me, and I'm done. Like I think that old school reporting, pecking away on a news Facebook post and put is gone. You see the steam I'm getting back home with the local stories. They're
All right.
starting
I'm
to pick up.
sending some
Yeah.
moon landing
So
stuff.
They
it's
are.
like I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not gonna go back to like talking to a reporter that fucking posts on the line.
All right, Lewis, can you pull Instagram up and go to the Tyler conversation and pull up? This will draw up some. There's 2 new reels in there that I want. I need Mike.
I got
And
the info on this
Okay.
too. So when you're ready, God bless you.
I haven't got to watch your new show about cops and cheating wives.
Yeah, watch it. It's a good one.
What's
All
the
right.
summary of it?
Cops and the cheating wives.
And you're fake
Wait,
with the
Mateo.
logic, not having to look at any video clip or any picture. Today, with 5 decades better rockets and computers, the farthest that NASA can send an astronaut into space is only 1,000th the distance to the moon. So what they're really claiming, Danny, is that back in 1969, when all of NASA's computers combined had 1/1,000,000th the computing power of a cell phone, they sent astronauts ahead of schedule on the first attempt 1,000 times farther than they can do today with 50 years better technology. So what they're actually saying is for the first time in the history of the world, technology was greater in the past than in the future, which is impossible, which means they faked it. It's amazing. The truth is right there. And people have made a god out of this, and they refuse to see the truth. Can prove.
All right, I'm going.
Hold on, wait. Let him get you up so we can create the reel.
Okay, all right. When you're ready.
All right, go.
I'm going to tell you about all of these things that I know fucking nothing about, and I'm going to talk in the weirdest fucking voice possible. And I'm just an old wizened man, and you're going to believe everything
So
I
you
say.
sound like somebody that's got nothing, so you're going to insults.
Oh no, that's my first problem with these
He just
fucking
ran 10
chuckleheads.
people off the channel.
Yeah, that's great. Plus, we just became
That's
potato.
what-
So yeah, we're potatoes again.
All right, go ahead. Keep
So
going.
first of all, like what he's not telling you is the dumbest part of this whole thing. We built rockets and we don't build those rockets anymore. So yes, of course, right now we don't have the capability to do it because we weren't going to the fucking moon for the last 50 fucking years. I'm sure that if Elon decided it was time to go to the moon and we built a rocket big enough to launch the payload and get
Why
it
hasn't
there,
He would have already.
Dude, do you know how much money that fucking costs?
Why
He's
haven't
got
we?
Plenty of it.
That's why I'm saying he's got money. Why hasn't he?
Why hasn't he?
Yeah.
I'm not fucking Elon. You're asking me to look into his mind. I'm telling you, we don't
have that.
He wants to
because
go to
we
Mars.
don't
Why won't we
do
stop at
it.
the moon first?
We are planning to.
He's already planning on going to Mars, passing the moon.
I still
Okay,
haven't heard it.
I'm confused about your question. You're asking why hasn't he built the rocket?
I'm at where is the technology to get there? You're telling me that, like he said, 50, 60 years ago, we built something that we
Yes.
can't build today.
No, we can build it today. We just don't.
So I seen a clip.
I mean, you know what else we don't build? Fucking transistor radios.
Why would it cost so much more? I mean, with technology, it shouldn't cost as much to build something that was capable of flying to the moon 50 years ago. It seems like I can put together a 327 1969 Chevy engine pretty cheap right now versus a Tesla electric engine.
First of all, the stuff to build the Saturn V rocket that got us to the moon, we don't have that. We don't even have those tools anymore. We destroyed all that shit.
Why?
Why? Why? Because we melted them. We melted down the tools so that we could build other stuff. Like, what are we just going to keep all this?
Hey,
stuff?
Jay, we have a search warrant for your phone. I destroyed it for no reason whatsoever. By the way, not that I don't want you to look into it.
I gotta find this video. So this guy,
like, if you don't want the answers to the questions,
Jimmy, it's a debate.
Yeah, but you're not letting. You're not even.
You want me to go, Jimmy? I believe you.
No, what I'm saying is look, if you build a multi-million-dollar tool made of fucking multi-million-dollar titanium that you need to build a specific rocket that you are no longer building anymore. If you're a company, you're going, hey, let's fucking recoup our losses here. We're not using this fucking tool anymore. Let's melt it down, sell it, whatever we're going to do. Get the money out of the material that it's made of and move on, because we're not building that rocket anymore. We're not going to the
why
moon
do we
anymore.
have plane graveyards? Why don't we melt down planes?
Why don't we? We do melt down planes, but we also use the spare parts.
Okay,
So we've still got F-16s that are sitting out in the boneyard. And
but
we go
a
like,
multi-million-dollar tool that we might not need, or we might need, we don't
if you
know.
only build 14 Saturn V rockets and you're never going to build
Why
them
would we
again,
never build one again?
First of all, you basically just answered the question. Technology has moved forward. We haven't.
Not
don't
with this,
build.
not here. It hasn't. We're not there again. I don't know.
We're not going to the moon anymore.
Why not?
I mean, that's my question. Why aren't we going to the moon? We should be. What was the reason that we went to the moon in the first place? Answer me that, panel of disagreeable people.
To beat Russia. To beat Russia.
You had a response that was pretty good to this video, but I told you to
you guys
save
know
it.
I'm like playing a part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jimmy, you don't have to.
Well, I just don't want it to be like a crash out again.
No, but the next one we're going to play, you saw, and you actually did have a reason why, and it kind of made a little sense. Play the next one in the Instagram.
Many of us and many other people in many places have speculated on the meaning of this first landing on another body in space. Would each of you give us your estimate of what is the meaning of this to all of us?
You want to try that?
After you.
All right. You want to know why they're acting this way?
I believe that what this country set out to do was something that was going to be done sooner or later, whether we set a specific goal or not. I believe that from the early space flights, we demonstrated a potential to carry out this type of a mission. And again, it was a question of time until this would be accomplished. I think the relative ease with which we were able to carry out our mission, which of course came after a very efficient and a logical sequence of flights, I think that this demonstrated that we were certainly on the right track when we took this commitment to go to the moon. I think that what this means is that many other problems perhaps can be solved in the same way by taking a commitment to solve them in a long time fashion. I think that we were timely in accepting this mission of going to the moon. It might be timely at this point to think in many other areas of other missions that could be accomplished.
So it sounds like word salad.
First of all, you got to know Buzz Aldrin.
Hold on, keep playing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You say something.
I just said it sounds like word salad at this point.
I just see it as a beginning. Not just this flight, but in this program, which has really been a very short piece of human history. An instant in history, the entire program. It's a beginning of a new age.
All right, so obviously you can see it. It says, imagine coming back from the moon and being this exuberant, aka mocking the fact that they weren't exuberant. All right, now go ahead.
All right. First of all, they were in fucking isolation for 30 days when they came
Why?
back because they were afraid that when they landed on the moon, they might bring back fucking contagions from the moon.
They were isolated from each other?
They were isolated from
Together.
the rest of humanity.
Okay.
They brought them back to Earth. They isolated everything, and they were like, "Here, let me just put you in this fucking airstream for the next 30 days, and make sure that you don't die of any illnesses, and you're going to talk to your family through a glass window." And all. I mean, it was.
Is that verified?
I mean, there's plenty of documents for it. I mean, I could give you documentation, but I feel like I'm not going to win that argument. Like, here's the documentation.
That sounds more believable than throwing away a tool that was $1 million.
They didn't throw it away. They sold it. They scrapped it and sold the metal. That's not throwing it away.
Well, it's kind of throwing it away. It's getting rid of it. You can't use it anymore.
You can't build. You have no reason to build the tool anymore.
Well, I mean,
like we did the same thing, by the way. So if you want to talk about that, do you think the SR-71 was a real airplane?
I don't know what that is.
That's the Blackbird, the big black airplane.
Yeah, I
right.
saw it.
Okay. That airplane had to be made completely of titanium. The tools had to be made to mill titanium. What were they made of? Titanium. Once it was done and we weren't building the Blackbird anymore, they scrapped the tools. They got the metal. We can't build a Blackbird either anymore.
I bet somebody could.
I'm sure somebody could build a Saturn V too, but we're not. We're talking about technology that's like, hey, this is the 70s era technology, and we're in 2025.
I just sent Mike a TikTok video. The logic or the reason why they think why Elon's building the underground boring, getting it done, robots, electric, and everything to all for Mars. I'm telling you, this guy.
The one thing I will say
unbelievable.
that really it does back up Jimmy's argument is the sense that if we hadn't gone to the moon, why would Elon make Mars his priority? Why wouldn't he hit the moon first, make sure we could do that, and then go to Mars, unless we've already been
They're
to the
going
moon?
to talk about it because we can't. Mars is not going to be, or the moon is not going to be capable for us to live, but Mars is big enough because they say society on Earth is over with. It's going to be doomed, so they're going to move to Mars. Send robots. I'm telling you, watch what I'm telling you. It's pretty
in the
wild.
email, Lewis.
It's pretty wild how they're talking about. So the moon is not big enough, and it doesn't have what it takes. So Mars does, and they're saying that why is it a coincidence that Elon's doing all 4 of these things or 5 or there?
Yeah, Elon's whole thing is he wants another planet for humanity.
Yes,
No
to
way.
back.
Yes.
Swear to God,
That's
he's
what
came
he
out. He's
said.
Can we
says.
live there without a suit?
Yeah,
No.
but we can
Look what he says.
terraform it.
Watch what he's going to do. This video is going to break it down for you. It's pretty insane.
Musk built 5 companies that together are worth $1.5 trillion, and the craziest part is they were all made to colonize Mars. We'll start with the most obvious first, SpaceX. They're currently building Starship, a fully reusable rocket that can carry over 100 people to Mars. It's also the biggest spaceship ever made. Next up is the Boring Company. It's currently used for building underground tunnels for high-speed transport. And Mars has a very thin atmosphere, so radiation is a major danger. Therefore, you can't live on the surface. The Boring Company's tunneling technology could build subsurface shelters, transportation systems, or storage areas on Mars. Next is Tesla. The electric cars are more sustainable on a planet that doesn't have fossil fuels. Also, Tesla's building humanoid robots where Elon could send millions to Mars to help colonize the planet before you ever had to send a human. They'll also be able to work in conditions that humans couldn't even survive in. Next, XAI would be a robust autonomous system that would be needed on Mars, since real-time human oversight from Earth isn't possible. And last, we have Tesla Energy that builds solar panels and battery storage storage systems. Mars will need to have power, so being able to build power plants will be essential. Except there won't be a real estate problem on Mars. You'll be able to have miles of solar fields. Elon Musk is literally the Tony Stark of our world. And his companies aren't random. They're the blueprint to make human life multiplanetary.
That's Elon Musk's argument, is that we need to be on another planet.
If you think we're going to be able to live on Mars, I don't know. Maybe they said that about us when we colonized America. You can't go live over there. It's a brave new world or whatever it's called.
So you have robots build it so you can live underground. I don't understand.
The problem I see with that is we can't function as a society in an open, free world where we can roam. Now you're going to lock us all in tunnels and in little villages, and
what are we going to start government there? Like
it's going to be extinct quick.
It is.
Yeah, it's going to be gone quick.
Are we going to have courts?
Yeah.
Are we going to have police? Are we going to have?
I mean, we do it in prison. And we survive. Hold on, people survive in prison. In one prison, they lived their whole life, and everybody's able to make it.
Well, not everybody makes it in prison.
You walk outside, you don't melt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that is like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I
don't know. Even the moon landing, think it was also 6 million. Oh,
Jesus.
All right, guys, that's it for today's show. You don't go live, you're filming pre-recorded.
Nothing.
No live.
I'm off today.
Okay.
Until tonight.
So the night shift will be on live 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us. It'll be a good time as it always is. Thank you guys for joining us now, and we'll see you tonight.
JV team for life.